much more bustling. In the last few weeks, the efforts of Hans Hrubrichten, the syndicate, has been going well. There's more people wandering around and waving to you as you kind of come in. You almost seem to be that everybody knows you guys as you kind of wander around the outpost. You see, there are a few kind of adventurer-looking sorts. There are a few kind of wanderers, salesmen, traders, who are wandering around. One particular one who seems to have set up shop on one of the market stalls in the corner of the ground floor catches your eye.
Can you center the map on this? It's a huge map.
Sure.
Thank you. Do we have our tokens here?
Yeah, but I just moved it away from wherever they were. They're up the top.
This is the stairs salesman.
I don't see my token. This is the who?
The stairs salesman.
Oh yeah, he sells stairs. Thank you. I don't know how these two maps connect, to be honest.
It's simple. You go
Yeah.
up for the first floor and then up to the right for the second floor.
The black just makes it really disturbing for my brain.
Blame Marlon, he made it. Ha ha ha. Yeah, he seems to have a few small wares on around a table and he looks excited.
What do you have there?
I guess I'll go as well.
That was overly Russian. It's not going to be that Russian.
Yay!
There was.
Yes, that's right. A orcish-looking woman, half orc, half human, not wearing too many clothes, large, thick, chunky legs.
Why
skin.
are you assuming that? Just
Wasn't that in the picture
stereotype?
you sent me?
No.
I'm pretty sure it was.
She's wearing big old armor. Those are barbarian stereotypes.
I'm just looking at the picture you sent me. That was all.
I think she's wearing half plate.
Cool. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
All right. At the little stall here, you see a man. He's slender but muscular, with whose tan skin shows he's no stranger to the outdoors. He has short, spiky brown hair and a short and well-groomed beard. There's a softness to his face that hints at kindness underneath a somewhat gruff exterior. He carries himself confidently in the leather armor he wears, which you notice has been reinforced in places with elements of chainmail and has several pouches attached to it. The armor itself has been decorated with silver reliefs in places, depicting runes and ornamental finery. It seems like high-quality work. On his side, he carries a finely crafted rapier. It's probably odd to see a craftsman at work in fully armored, but he seems like he likes to be prepared. On the stall itself, you see all these little knickknacks and these very fine tools, and he seems to be messing around with some of this stuff. And as you approach and call out to him, he turns around, takes a moment to take in your appearance, and says,
Welcome, miss. Sorry for the state of affairs. I've just recently set up shop here. What can I do for you?
Top notch. Top notch.
I can't compete with that.
What race are you?
I'm a human.
Human. All right.
Why is your face so soft?
Are you touching his face?
Yeah, she's definitely touching his face.
Well, my hand here forward.
You see, he starts blushing slightly.
Well, I've never been accused of having a soft face before, but I suppose it's a compliment.
Yes, pardon my good friend Elia here. She's perhaps lacking in some of the more common ways of dealing with, living people.
All right, that doesn't have any sort of sinister connotations at all. Let me just allow me to introduce myself. The name's Owen Freeman. Pleasure to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you. I'm Count Vendel,
Alia.
and I guess I can describe Count Vendel, but basically an elf. You notice the clothes before you notice his appearance. Is dressed very, very finely, and just some. I lost the description a long time ago, but just some very fine aristocratic clothes with
I'll
gold.
stop writing backstories after his fifth character.
Yeah, pretty much. Gold filigree on the clothes, some velvet, and a very dashing hat with a beautiful plume at the top. And he has a double-edged scimitar hanging from its back.
You see Owen make a small bow and say,
Oh, welcome, your lordship. I'm sorry, the place is quite a mess. I've only recently arrived in town. I'm afraid I'm missing most of my supplies. I only have some tools, but I do take commissions if you're interested.
What kind of commissions?
I can do fine smithing, tinkering, engraving, etching. I've been known to do a bit of inventing. If there's anything in particular you need, I can create things according to specification, if you like. Though yeah, I am missing a lot of tools, unfortunately.
Vendel takes a look at the stuff on the stand. Does it look nicely made, or does it look?
I'd say it looks pretty decent. He's rather good at his job. It seems he's had he's obviously apprenticed somewhere, and he knows what he's doing. He has a bunch of metal jewelry that he's made, and there is some hinges and other finely mechanical things that he's just basically probably brought with him as an sort of example. But yeah, it's nothing very large. You can see that he's only recently got here, and as far as tools go, he has an obvious tinkering kit and maybe some extra tools, but it seems rather sparse at the moment.
All right. That's some fine work, it seems. I'll keep that in mind. Perhaps we need some form of branding for the syndicate to be made. Seals, perhaps.
Can you make me a bear trap, but for people?
You'd like a bear trap, but for humanoids, I think.
Yes.
You know, Alia, bear traps work really well on humanoids.
This is true. I can attest to this. If you just want a bear trap, bears are generally a lot bigger and stronger than humans are. So I wouldn't say a human trap would work on a bear, but vice versa. You'd probably be fine.
A human trap specifically would be better. A trap which cannot harm bears.
Oh, I could probably rig something up. Maybe something a bit smaller than a bear trap would. Maybe a bit more sensitive. Did you want something that keeps someone in place, lock their leg? Did you want something that shoots darts? Maybe something with acid? What did you have in mind?
Yes, it sounds interesting.
All of those.
So, all of the above, I take it.
Yes.
Well, okay, sure. I can draw up some designs if you like, and maybe we can go over them together. And if it takes your fancy, I could set to work to creating this for you.
Wonderful. Will this be before or after we go into the?
I'm sorry. What now? You're going into
not coming?
No, you cut off after the.
Oh, sorry. Would this be before or after we go into the hole?
The hole.
I've not heard anything about a hole per se. Wait, is it the gaping one in the middle of town? You're going down there?
Yes.
Yes, correct.
So I've heard it anyway.
Right. So it's not any sort of swimming pool then.
No, it is not. Unless that's how you call a hole where you see memories of somebody who died a long time ago and relive some of the worst parts of its ventures.
I see. No. Unlike a swimming pool, that doesn't sound pleasant at all.
We could use
So,
someone that can disable traps. If there should be any.
Or pick a lock. Wait,
Well, I'm not particularly good at these sorts of activities. I know about mechanical things, but I've never had have had a call to do anything nefarious of that sort. You know, I'm an honest craftsman. I know how to handle a bow and a sword if you need it.
well, it's more of whether you're up for it. Adventurers are always welcome in Flamescar.
He sort of turns around to his stall, takes it in. You can see he's kind of disappointed with where he's been put. Basically, he's in the back, and it's not very good.
Well, honestly, I could use some materials to work with. I've been around town a little bit, and it seems it's kind of hard to get things here, which isn't surprising. We're a bit out of the way after all. It would be terribly dangerous. I have to admit, I'm good at my trade, but I'm not a fighter per se. At least not an adventurer.
Well, if you're not an adventurer type, maybe that might not be the right place to go to. But if
That's all right. We will protect you. And what better place to find materials than in a...
then,
What exactly is down there? What are you intending to do?
That's what we're going to find out.
we're going to fight the puppet master, says Vandal in a grim voice.
The what?
The puppet master.
Puppets, you say?
Yes, a puppet
As in-
master of souls. Grim affair.
Well,
But it
no,
must be-
that's disturbing. Is this like sort of constructed puppets, or
No, his puppets are souls, unfortunately. A grim affair, but it must be taken care of.
well, if you think it'd be safe enough, I suppose. But I have to admit I've no experience in prolonged combat or anything of this nature. I'm a tradesman. I know how to handle a sword and a bow, but I suppose I could come along. You think it'll be right?
We share all the treasure that we found. And she gives him a wink.
Vandal gives a weird look at Alia, and like he whispers to her, like, "Are you sure about this?"
If he cannot disable the traps, he can set them off at least.
Well, I could give it a shot if it's becomes too dangerous. I keep the option of just heading back. Honestly,
That's perfectly fine.
Marvelous.
What is your name again, please?
Owen,
Owen
Freeman.
something. Freeman.
That's right.
Freeman. Can we have this on the token? Okay.
You can now, you know his name. Oh shit, I'm gonna hit myself. Yes, you can now, you know his name.
Why is your voice so deep?
Have you turned into an ogre?
Is it really super deep?
It's
Yes.
really,
It
really
is.
deep.
It's very unnerving.
This is. However you're doing this, keep it for next time you have an ogre in game.
Okay,
Or a giant.
What's
Like so.
going on?
Okay.
Graham,
hello.
Leanna got that tattoo that she commissioned like
Has
a while
what?
ago. Has Leanna gotten that tattoo that she commissioned like a while ago?
Probably, yeah.
Alia will walk up to her and say, Leanna, this good man is coming with us to the hall. Could you have your ghost dogs guard his...
Now you're asking me questions I don't know the answer to.
Basically, really long ago, we agreed
Yeah,
that
I remember, but I don't remember what they do.
they don't have to do anything. They just have to be like there.
Sure, fine, then yes.
I paid 4,000 gold for this, Graham.
I can't remember your previous character. Leona gestures wildly and says, of course, my friends.
I'm not sure ghost dogs are good for business, but whatever.
Of course.
Oh no.
I don't know what's going on in my life, but that'll do.
As you see Owen, he starts packing some stuff into his backpack, and he takes a bow and a shield and some other stuff that's was packed inside of his stall, and sort of takes 5 to 10 minutes to get himself quote unquote battle ready, and yeah, seems ready to get going, if somewhat hesitant and obviously quite nervous.
Don't forget to bring some food, laddie.
Because Reagan gets hungry a lot.
Yeah, not for you, for me.
All right, I may have some extra rations in my bag. I'm sure we'll be fine.
These quads didn't grow all by themselves.
This
Oh,
is Reagan.
they're really impressive, all right.
This is Reagan. You should definitely check him out when he's doing open mic. It's really good.
Alright.
His slams are to die for.
Would you like to give a brief description of your character? Of Reagan?
Yeah, Reagan is... I suppose anybody really knows how old he is, and I'm not sure anyone would dare ask. He's a grey, ageing, arthritic barbarian, been there, done it all. Likes his red wine a little too much. Likes a good hike in the mountains, and he owns a large great axe he calls Rita, and he has another smaller axe called Sue. And a shield, Bob. But buy him a drink and he might explain the story between Rita, Sue, and Bob. Yeah, he likes smashing heads or taking heads off, going on adventures. Pretty simple guy, really. I guess his advice to you would be sticking with a pointy end, I guess.
All right, I'll try to keep that in mind, Reagan.
A heavy laugh comes from this big armor-clad fella to your left.
I just
Sounds
kind of
evil.
nod and look him up and down and kind of give a quiet nod.
This guy's
I'm
covered
Craven.
in... Oh god, you talk what you look like.
Yeah, he's just kind of a walking mountain of armor.
Evil armor.
Big spiky kind of red armor. And he
It's red.
I finally agreed it's red. Yeah, it's yeah. That's all you can tell from him, really. He's kind of average height, average build. Doesn't say a lot. Just kind of looks at you through the little slit in the helmet. You can see two beady little eyes. He kind of
Owen looks
nods.
up at you, and it takes you in and says,
Well, shite, aren't you, big un? You sure like to come prepared, don't you?
Don't leave anything to chance.
Raven is always like this.
I admire that. I'll just stay behind you there, alright?
Yeah, stay behind me. You'll be all right.
Cheers.
he's a big guy, Owen. He's like, check, he's like 6'2" or something, but still, you're probably tower above him, so he looks up as he says this.
They're like platform boots on the armor, I think.
Blocker boots.
Fish in the bottom.
Yeah. Graven's pimp boots.
We also have Eli here. Eli, you here?
He's muted.
He's on mute.
So
He has been for a
Maybe.
long time.
I think he was eating his dinner.
I thought. I didn't unmute myself from earlier.
You're
been
talking
chatting
away
to
to
himself.
I've been done for a while.
So that's
No,
not
I
an hour.
hadn't said a huge amount. You see, Eli's a well-dressed man, keeping a coat sort of draped over his shoulders, but seemingly never wearing his arms through the sleeves. And his forearms are covered in these blue runic tattoos. And he's not quite paying 100% attention to anything. Doesn't seem the smartest, but
You never mentioned the tattoos.
no, I didn't. No.
Do I recognize these runes, DM?
Roll an history check. That's pretty. Yeah, they look very much like the kind of wounds and tattoos that somebody who is bestowed to a greater power would have on themselves. One that maybe has come down through the bloodlines. Get the distinct impression that Eli is probably some sort of wicked, amazing sorcerer.
All right. Thank you.
This is the session I die then.
That's how it goes.
Should get
Mhm.
that. Be right back.
Language proficiency, none.
I am proficient.
I can do this speak. Right, I
just
know that's
big.
everyone, I suppose. Good. I'm just going to whiz this all back into. There's a man appeared. Graven, you missed me earlier where I explained that the outpost is busy and buzzing and full of people. And as you guys kind of wander in and walk around, they kind of look at you and wave, and most people seem to have some sort of idea of who you are.
Good. So when is the grand opening? That's not yet, is it? Or is it
Soon.
soon?
Fairly soon.
I've still got a bunch of flyers tucked in my armor somewhere.
Solid. You see that everywhere you've been, actually you guys haven't really been very far outside of Flamescar, but the people in the outpost, they comment to you about how they've seen flyers and they're very excited about the opening that's very soon. They've heard it ties up with the next Garth Night, and the whole town outpost is kind of buzzing with excitement and trepidation for the grand opening of this outpost.
Excellent.
Wonderful. What is this big?
Excuse me, I've been wanting to ask this ever since. Is there a person at the bottom of that tray?
Some remains of a person, yes, or its soul at least.
Yeah, so next to this big old tree, which is looking fairly healthy, there is a fairly hefty hole that goes, which is this big brown smudge, which looks like it goes deep into the earth, and it's big enough for you could quite easily jump in and walk down it, if you were so inclined.
You see Owen sort of step up to the edge, look down, pick up a rock, throws it down there. Waits till he hears a sound.
It sort of clatters down. It's only like 20 feet or so down to the bottom and kind of goes along straight.
We'll probably put a rope there.
All right then. So this is the ghost hole you were.
Yes, long story short, my old protege, Locke, was turned into this tree that sits here, and everybody thought he was just dead. But turns out not quite, and some evil thing has taken hold of its soul, or is keeping it prisoner. And we've ventured in once, and went through a portal which led us through various memories of Locke's old adventures. And we felt we heard it actually. We heard the person speak. The person who's keeping Luxol prisoner. I've
Don't
seen
think
him in
I've
my
heard
dreams
anything like
since
that.
well. Yes, it's a vile creature for sure, with a strange hand full of long fingers, pointy fingers, and it seems to be controlling Locke like a puppet.
Oh my, that sounds
Terrible.
pretty, the very least, pretty nefarious, I'd say.
Ooh.
And so your goal is to get rid of whatever is controlling him, and will he turn back to a person? Or
Well, we
what?
don't know, but at the very least, free his soul. He's probably quite dead, but his soul is not resting.
Yeah, you look pretty dead.
Well, looks like this town is even more interesting than I've been let.
Oh, you've seen nothing yet. There's some good books to read on everything that's weird about this place.
Interesting is a word.
Yes. Well, shall we head in there?
Yes.
Alright, you first.
Vendel takes out from his backpack.
Anyone but me first.
Yeah. Vendel takes out of his backpack a sort of a decanter and hands it to Owen. Says, "This might be useful to you." I'll just post what it does. This. You might have more need of this. If something gets close to you, you might want to use that.
He holds it up and takes a look at it.
Well, this looks like fine craftsmanship. Thank you very much. I'll treasure it.
Farewell, then. Let's head in.
What's it do?
I posted it on the chat, but yeah, it's a magical item. It can produce water, and as well as a geyser, which would hopefully take you out of a tricky situation. It's
come in handy.
pretty strong,
Alright.
so get a good grip on it, and if a creature is in its line of the stream, it might fall or be pushed away.
Alright. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Vendel jumps in.
Okay. Are you all following in behind?
Yeah, yep. I'm going to
Yeah,
jump in
I'm-
after him.
I'm probably somewhere near the back.
Okay.
Eli is.
Solid plan.
Reagan attempts a backflip, but
His
terribly wrong.
knees.
Yeah.
Angels
Roll,
die.
roll an acrobatics check.
Watch this. I've still got it. Acrobatics. Come on, Reagan.
Go on. Oh!
Craven just sort of like, you hear a crack in one of his legs. And he like lands on his back in the bottom of the hole.
Yeah, Graven goes.
I meant to do that.
Rub some more lotion into his knees. Right, here we got Alia, Vendel, Graven, Owen, Eli. Alia, are you bringing your giant dog? Owen, also, you can see there's a giant dog just like bounding around.
Curious about this.
Nah, I don't want to get him.
The dog just kind of like starts following Alia as you walk towards the hole.
Nope, stay. Oops, I forgot my accent. I will bring you bones of, but later.
You hear him panting at you, and for just a split second, you thought he said the word sausages, but
Sound like walls.
he runs off. Okay, so you guys all head into the hole and work your way once again down through the hole. The channels, the tunnels which twist and turn through the deep, heading deeper and downer and into the earth itself. The roots of the tree far above you still
protruding and protuberancing, that's not a word, out of the walls itself.
Reverencing.
As you make your way down the tunnels, you once again see visions of creatures walking up ahead or walking down the walls. You see itsy bitsy blue and ice white spiders. Chitines scurrying along the floor in front of you. At one point you think you see... No, it can't be. You thought you saw a witch staring at you. But it all seems to be an illusion, because whenever you get close or reach out to feel any of these things, they are irreachable, unmovable. Hold on a second.
Oh man. Oh, I'm glad you told me about this beforehand. Holy whoop.
You continue down further until you come across the tunnel finishes and ends in what seems to be a large oaken door set in the stone of the wall itself. But sure. Sure. The door is set just behind a large rock that sits in front of the door. The rock is of no significance, and the door is closed.
This is the door we went through last time, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Or does it look different now?
No, it's very much the same door.
The sword is not there anymore because I still have the
No.
hilt, right? How do you say? Sorry.
How did we get through it last time?
I took the sword
Took the
out,
sword out of the stone.
so I will try and bring the sword to the door, see what happens.
Are you trying to open the door?
Yes.
The door, as per last time, starts to open, although this time it's stiff and heavy, not as if locked, but as if something is on the other side of this door, holding it or pushing it closed. As you heave and heft a little bit more on the door, water starts to seep out through the crack that you've now made. As you push the door a bit further, the water starts gushing around the side of the door and pushes it open, filling the tunnel almost immediately full of water. A nightmare starts once again.
Oh, I thought you said this weren't swimming.
You hear as Owen gets swept by the water. You all get swept up in it with not a moment to catch your breath or breathe. You get swirled around a bit, but eventually sort of come to a kind of a stop. All facing each other, but all very clearly underwater. It doesn't at this point, however, look like you are in any tunnels. You can see each other, you cannot see a door, you can't see any walls, and you can see for quite a way. Well, as far as you could see underwater.
Does it look like the surface?
Yes. So it's dark and deep, but if in one direction, which seemingly looks maybe upwards, you can see the bubbles coming from out Graven's armor. They're heading in that direction. And you can just about see there's some light up above you.
And up we go.
Yep, I'm going to start swimming upwards.
So, plan.
Yep. I would definitely make a panicked swim for the...
Panicked swim is a good descriptor. As you swim upwards, heading for the surface. It's further than you think to start with. But eventually you make progress and find the surface and the air that you so desperately desire. As you breach through the surface, the chaos of the underwater suddenly pales in comparison. As you all breach up, wow, this music's very timely. Breach up through the water. You suddenly find yourself in the midst of an epic and I mean epic, no, probably epic, chorus of ships and sea and
Giant octopi.
air.
Cell reactor.
There's just too much to take in at once. But you find yourself reaching next to a large vessel, with men looking down at you, shouting, "Men overboard! Men overboard!" And are throwing down ropes towards you.
Yeah. Grab on.
Reagan makes a grab for one, I guess.
I'm gonna grab one. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Try and climb up onto this boat.
Okay. So as you're all climbing up, and sort of, what are you looking around? Or are you just climbing up onto the boat?
Do we recognise the boat?
Some of you potentially recognise this
Seems
boat.
familiar to me.
Yeah, I think Graven, even with his bad memory, would recognise this boat. It's one you've travelled on before. In fact, as you recognise the boat and look around, you recognise these waters too. You've definitely been here before. Graven, you've definitely been here before. You're
I remember
probably
this,
the only
yeah.
one. Yeah.
But I just heard about the name of that ship from Liana, so...
The Victoria's Secret.
I think it was the Scarlet Victoria, but
Oh, okay.
I prefer the other name. I think that was better.
What is Locke doing up over there?
oh my goodness! Vendel sees Locke at the edge of the boat. He's pointing a sword directly off the edge of the boat, pointing it. And as you look up, you see another boat. Nope, there's another boat over there. But there are octopi swimming around in front of the boat, seemingly swimming towards the octopus. Locke shouts out, "Octopi ahoy!" You actually hear Locke's voice. Oh my goodness, it's the first time you've heard Locke's voice for, well, Vendel, for you, for many, many months.
Yes.
Does he look? Do I believe that it's actually Locke? Does it look like a solid person, or does it look like a vision or a?
We'll find out because Vendel's running for it.
Vendel, okay.
He tries to grab his
all those
shoulder.
Let me ask so all those questions at once.
Yes.
Graven, roll a perception check for me. Vendel, as you run up and go to grab onto Locke, he suddenly swings out on a rope attached to the mast and starts swinging around and lands at the top of the crow's nest and starts shouting orders to the crew, to you guys, to everybody to prepare for battle. Fight hard, me laddies! And he's putting on his best, like, pirate voice.
Pirate voice.
Even you know Locke is not, he's not a pirate, but he's putting on his best Captain Pirate voice for this. Graven, you're not too sure. He looks fairly real. You can hear him. I mean, you couldn't hear him last time. He was completely mute.
Yeah.
This time, he's...
Okay.
There was something there. Something.
He's back. He's back from the dead.
So just a few questions. First one is the how do you say, from my dream where I saw this ship with Locke in it.
Yeah.
The what do you call the thing on the front?
Figurehead.
Thank you for both of you. Does the figurehead look the same as the one in the dream? Large horns.
No.
Okay.
This is the one in the dream. You wouldn't have seen Leanna's boat before, actually. But no, this is, as Graven has pointed out, this is Leanna's boat and does not have that kind of devil figure on the back or the front, wherever it was you saw it.
Okay. And can I see some forms of strings above Locke, as if he's being puppeteered?
Roll a perception check too.
All right. 14.
No, you did not see any strings.
Okay.
Although he was moving pretty quick. So you're not sure whether you just missed them or whether they weren't there. But you didn't see any. As Vendel is kind of like staring at Locke as if in disbelief, trying to figure out his own thoughts, you suddenly hear a gigantic crunching and crashing sound as this boat snaps clean in half with a
The second boat.
And this
boat?
boat
Sorry?
Yeah.
over here,
Okay.
bottom left.
Yeah.
With octopi kind of swarming all over it. There are men in the water swimming around, and the boat starts to sink quickly and with much drama. As you look up from that boat, you see there's a boat over here that is still afloat, although looking tattered and worse for wear, with octopi closing in.
All right.
And you can see that there are also some giant octopi closing in on you guys too.
I guess we fight. Oh, that's a lot.
Save the legs, they taste amazing.
You mean tentacles? Yes.
Legs, tentacles, whatever.
It's the same on every animal.
They all taste the same when they go down.
The wiggly bits.
Alia takes a
Bit of
When
garlic,
they come up.
salt and pepper. Let's do this.
Hey, I can control luck. Look at this. It's my token.
You see. Aha! Yes, you see. As Locke is shouting commands to these people, two of the men run over to this point of the ship here, which looks like it's got a large ballista attached to the side of it. Well, a medium-sized ballista. With lines of crossbows attached to the wall. They start getting it ready. Alia's jumped in the water?
Yeah, she takes a running leap and mid-air rages and attacks with her.
Solid.
And she got
Well, as Leanna leaps off the edge of the boat, I am going to need you all to roll initiative for me, please. So for those of you that haven't played in this game before, he's already on it.
Guys,
Sorry,
done this before.
Why did mine not do it?
because I cleared you as you added
You bugger.
it. Well, you rolled before I said roll initiative, so whose fault is that?
No, you said roll initiative and I pressed it.
It's okay. These fighters, they're all ready to fight. Right, what are we doing? Okay, so we got some octopies, octopussies.
I'm not going to say that.
Let's give this
Didn't
fellow
we
a
have
chance.
this discussion where octopi is actually wrong and
Yeah.
octopuses is right?
No, I
Pussies,
think
but
it's.
pussies.
You say what you want. You say what you want. You get as many pussies as you like. So if you want 8, you go for 8.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck in a loop. Graven, seeing Alia like leap off the edge of the boat. What do you do?
I just kind of shake my head and start running towards this end of the boat here while drawing my sword. And I whisper, "Rage spike," to it as it bursts into flames.
Magic flames.
Magic flames, yes.
Magic
And I will get to here and take a kind of defensive stance. So a dodge action for me.
Alright. Beautiful. Owen! First go in the TDF.
Yep. So Owen looks around, and it may outwardly seem that he is responding quickly due to some sort of combat experience, but it's really just panic and fear that's just set in.
There is a lower deck in
he-
this boat, in case it's important.
He looks around and sort of tries to figure out what his best role would be in this, and he sees Locke in that crow's nest and sort of nods to himself and sort of mutters,
Alright, that looks like the less dangerous place.
and he will start methodically and slowly, while making a very careful grip, climb up towards the crow's nest.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can do that. If you do a half movement, that will be certainly a doable task. There's lots of ropes and climbing things.
Yeah, he'll definitely go for safety, before expediency.
Well, you won't fit in well here.
It's gonna be so funny if he falls and actually dies from a fall rather than a monster. But
Okay,
that's not
yeah,
happen.
you make it into the crow's nest. In fact, it's very tight next to Locke. Gives you a nod and lets you sidle in next to him.
Oh, thank you. So, I'll just take a shot at the far one then.
And he takes out his longbow, knocks an arrow, takes aim, and
That's a hitter. Which one are you aiming at?
that one.
Sweet.
This one on the right.
That's definitely a hit.
I rolled a 1 on damage, but you know, at least it's a hit.
Gotta start somewhere. Can only get
Yeah.
better from there, right?
Indeed.
Good shot. You hit the bow. You fire your bow, and the arrow hits the octopus. It just sticks out the side of its flesh, seemingly not bothered it too much.
You see Owen, and he sort of holds up his hand over his over Quince, and says,
Well, shite, I actually hit the damn thing.
and that's his turn.
Okay, then Vendal.
Is this a single or double mast ship?
Double. There's two there. Though.
So there's
Just about.
there's room on at the top of the first mast where the others are not.
Sure.
Is that one of those cool like pirate movie thing where you can cut a rope and it just pulls you all the way to the top in an instant?
Oh, there better be.
It may even come with 3 inspiration points for trying. Yeah.
Yes, let's do that then.
All right. That's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, have an inspiration point for being awesome.
Thank you.
Also, Owen, feel free to also have an inspiration point for making me laugh so hard so far.
Thank you.
And good, yeah. So Vendel straight up to the top of this mast. Whole
And-
time looking
And
the
probably
most dapper thing you have ever seen in your life.
probably as is, it pulls him, it makes him go fly a bit above before landing on the mast, where he's gonna grab his bow in the middle of doing that, land, and then shoot an arrow.
The wind is like ripping through his hair and his feather in his hat and a bit of his cape. For all intents and purposes, he's super heroic at this point.
And then only rolls a 12.
Which does manage to hit.
Oh, it hits! Awesome.
It does, yeah.
All right, so let's do some damage. I'm hitting the same one as Owen for
Okay.
22.
Sweet. Good hit.
And then a bonus action, he will try and hide, duck and hide, I guess.
Okay, yep, behind the kind of the mast and the sails and... Whoa. Whoa.
So he was
Whoa.
never-
Where did Pendle go? Reagan, then you're up.
Okay, Reagan would like to come to this side of the boat and look this octopus dead in the eye and say, "You're mine!" And he's going to ready an action with his axe. So as soon as a tentacle reaches up the side of this boat, he's going to lop it off with his great axe.
Okay, solid plan. This boat does have a size to it, actually. Where does your boat live, Leon? Does it live in handouts? I feel like it should.
I think it lives on the website.
Ah, I thought I added it into Roll20. Never mind. Okay, solid plan. Alright, the two of these fellas, they start, you can see them, they are loading this gun with a like a giant crossbow bolt thing. And they start hitting as this like big piece of rope gets pulled tighter and tighter, as if it would snap, it would take out a few of your eyes. The rest are all readied with swords, ready for a fight. Helming the boat, driving it. One of them's throwing the anchor over the board to pull you to a stop. Thank you. And then Eli!
I will run to the edge of the boat, and shit.
Yeah, so for reference, this boat is about 25 feet up from the or 20 feet up from the like the sea. Just so
Oh, okay. Would that affect the range of spells at all, or cantrips?
Nope. Everything's non-Euclidean in D&D, so you don't have to worry. Just if something's climbing up the side or you want to like rappel down, it's going to be 20 feet movement.
All right. I will see the nearest octopus, and I will shout battle cry and cast firebolt at it.
That's a hitter.
20,
Nice.
and then deal 5 damage.
Sweet. Solid hit. Which does hit and does do 5 points of damage. Good, good.
Are they at the surface or are they underwater, by the way?
Currently, most of them are bobbing around on the water.
What are you doing in my carrot sheet, man?
I'm
Smells
sorry,
good.
I was trying to
You're
see if
looking.
I could find your the thing, your wild magic PDF.
No, I got it open.
Cool. I'll leave you to track that then. Just tell me when you need to roll. Ali leaps into the water and dives across. If he lies down, of course. I think he is.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Bringing her axe right down into this octo's, masterfully raging all the benefits of the buff. Does that hit?
What did you roll?
15.
15's a hitter. Me6 is squishy.
Sweet. That amount of slashing damage.
19 points of slashing. Good hit.
And it's been a while, but I think I get 2 attacks.
Roll number 4. Learn your characters.
Probably. I'm just gonna make an attack and hope it's right.
Yeah, if you're more than level 5, you do have to. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you normally roll 2.
27 damage.
Sweet.
How do you roll that?
Clefting this thing hard, but it's still alive. But you can see this like big inky bloodiness coming out of its. You've chopped off a few of its tentacles, it's looking a little worse for wear.
How do you get plus 12?
Plus what?
You get plus 12 to your attacks, to your damage?
Because he's
My
a
damage,
savage.
yeah, because it's
It's awesome.
weapons master and plus
Oh.
strength and yeah, it's plus a lot of stuff.
That's pretty badass, yeah.
At which point, Alia lands into the water with a sploosh, pulls her axe out this octopus, who immediately reaches back at her with its remaining tentacles. What's your armor class? 18. Not managing to hit you.
Did we skip Reagan?
No, Reagan's just not on the list at all. Oh no,
Yes.
wait, 14. Yeah,
He
no,
is.
he took his turn. He took his turn.
Okay.
He's ready. He's
Ready
ready.
for action, right? Yeah.
So ready. Don't
Yeah.
you worry. This guy's gonna swim up. Surround. No, it's not that clever. Is that clever? No, it's not that clever. What's this guy doing? How far was that? The octopi are encroaching, and they expertly weave and work their way through the water and start climbing up the side of the boat. Dum 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 dum.
Does Reagan get his reaction?
You will in just a moment. They move swiftly through the water. I'm just going to make a note. Highlight the red dots are the ones that are up the side of the boat. Far enough to kind of their tentacles are reaching over the side of the boat and towards both Raven and Eli. But before they get too close, Reagan leaps into action.
I'm gonna pop some rage and then hit it with my my great axe.
Sounds like some sort of fertility enhancement pill.
Yeah, you see Reagan just slip a blue pill
Some vitamin rage.
Combat
with
enhancement
an R
pills.
on it. It's the fighting.
Yeah.
20,
20's a hitter.
doing 15 slashing damage.
Nice. Cutting off a few of its tentacles. Do you want anything else?
Yeah. Do I get my extra attack on the reaction?
I don't think so.
Oh, I was going to bite it.
I think.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, bonus action reaction is usually just one attack.
Yeah. Okay. I think done.
Okay, fine. Let me just finish memeing, and then the octopies continue upwards. One of them's creepy crawling at Graven. The other one at Eli. I fact no, it's probably going to go at Reagan after he comes over the side of the boat. So the first one, like, it's just like slipping off of Graven's oiled up armor, and the other one, actually hitting Reagan for 11 points of bludgeoning damage. But I would also like you to roll a grapple check for me, please. Either athletics or acrobatics, is up to you.
Okay. I'll do athletics. 10.
At which point, you get pulled off the side of the ship.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got the grappler skill. Does that give me... You have advantage on attack rolls against a creature you are grappling.
Oh, and you're raging. You also have
Yeah,
that.
you're raging. You have
And
advantage.
I'm raging. Yes, so 18.
You're not grappling it, it's trying to grapple you.
Yeah,
So
but
this-
if we make an athletics check, he has advantage because he's raging.
Yeah, when he's raging. It's basic.
Sure. Did you rage? Did you rage?
Yeah, he did
Yes,
say.
I popped some rage, yeah. Yeah, I
You
have...
did. I made a whole meme on it and everything. Okay. In which case, it doesn't manage to grapple you because you are too ready for those tentacles.
And you resist the damage as well, right?
Yeah, so I get half that. It was 11, so... So I bite it.
What was going on? Okay, you can hear the screams of pained men being eaten alive by giant octopuses coming from over here. As this ship continues to sink into the ground, these men are very hurt now. Whilst over on this ship over here, you can see the octopuses have encroached and are on the ship, being fought off by the crewmen, the seamen aboard the ship. And Alia.
Hello.
I'd like you to be attacked. I mean, I wouldn't like you to be, but you're about to be. By 1, 2, 3 octopies.
Bring it on.
Hit you twice.
Uh-huh.
And do 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Half of that is
8.
8.
And I'd like you to roll a grapple check for me, please.
Get off of me.
In fact, 2 grapple checks, please. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this fella in blue, no, blue's a terrible color. Green manages to grapple Leanna. Where did that guy come from? He came from over there. Who starts to pull you down into the water below. And it's probably going to pull you a solid 15 feet into the water.
This is worth telling Anthony that this is the thing that Graham prefers to do. He loves dragging us underwater.
I seem to have a thing about water. I don't, but, you know.
Literally and, you know,
You're a broad fish man. Damn it.
emotionally as well.
Oh, you cut me deep, man. You cut me deep. Okay, then Grahaven.
All right. I'm gonna swing at this one here that's climbing up the side.
Okay.
It's an 18 for the first one.
It's a big hit.
12.
Okay, yeah, solid 12 points of damage.
And I swing at it again. One more time.
One more time.
13. Pretty poor.
That's a hitter.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to make this a pushing attack. So that'll be 25. And it needs to make a strength saving throw. Hang on. Pushing attack. DC 16.
It fails its strength saving throw.
So I push it back 15 feet.
Okay.
Actually, what size are they?
They are large.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yes, you can push these guys. Yeah, you shove him off the boat and with a sploosh, it hits the water by long. Sploosh.
Okay, that's me done.
Okay. Mr. Freeman.
Freeman.
Let's see. I'm going to shoot at the one that is closest and looks the most wounded. That's that one, right?
That is the one Graven just shoved off the boat, I think. No, this one. It's actually this one.
Alright. I'll take a shot at that one.
That's a hitter. Solid 7 points of damage, aiming just where the huge axe wound is from Alia. You hit this thing, doing some serious damage, but
It's
not
huge.
quite killing it. You want to do anything else?
Nope, that's it. I'm
Okay.
gonna stay up there and hold tight onto the mast in case anything happens.
Okay, Vendel, you're up.
What is Locke doing during this whole thing?
Oh, I'm getting there.
All
Just
right.
ruined all the surprise.
Nah, alright. Fine.
He is battling away. I just forgot about him last time.
He is fighting.
Oh. He's been shouting orders to these guys, all these men,
Okay.
for the last bit of time.
Okay. So, Vendel is still hidden.
Vendel is still hidden.
So he's gonna pop out and shoot an arrow at... What's the distance now of the one that's got Alia grappled? Ish.
15 feet down, 20 feet along.
Okay, so less than 150
30
feet.
Oh, yeah.
So I can shoot it with my arrow still.
Yes, and from there you can see it as well, because you're up high, aren't you? So
Okay, so I'll shoot the one that's grappling Alia. And I get advantage on my attack, correct?
correct.
That's 22.
That's a hitter.
And that's gonna do 25 points of damage.
Solid hit. You guys are dealing damages like it's candy, cotton candy. You want to do anything else?
Yeah, just hide again.
Okay. Hide. Sorry, I thought you said fight again.
No, hide again.
Regan.
Reagan goes to grapple the octopus
Oh,
back.
shit.
How do you like it?
She starts grabbing it.
Yeah,
Oh, tentacles and legs.
Poking its eyes and grabbing its legs, yeah.
You need to roll a thingy
athletics.
for me. Yeah, or acrobatics, whatever you
Oh,
like.
we'll go athletics. 14.
Not managing to grapple on this octopus.
Grapple.
It's too slippery and slidey as it kind of just yanks its tentacles back out of your hands.
I'll use my extra attack to... I can attempt that again, can't I?
Sure.
My extra attack. 22 this time. Get here!
Still not managing to grapple this octopus. He just like dead stares back at you and says,
Nope.
because obviously they don't say anything. Yeah. Yeah. Good old fish noises.
That's
What's going on here? Chaos. Pure chaos. Do you want to do anything else? Grappler for 5Cs?
that's me. That's me
All
done.
right. You hear as the loading finishes, and these guys start hefting this ballista, pointing it towards these things over here.
They are pretty. It's pretty heavy, but they're moving it around slowly. This guy runs over the ship. This guy. I'm gonna move that onto the map there, because why not? This guy runs across to Reagan's aid, and swipes at the thingy with his sword, hitting it and doing a solid 8 points of damage. I'll be saving you, fella! He shouts in Great Pirate.
Good lad.
Eli.
So since they've reached me, if I back up, can I still shoot over the boat
Back up. What you gonna do now? Yes.
at them
Yes.
to a certain point?
This one's gonna be difficult to hit, but the rest are kind of
Yeah.
far enough away that you'd be able to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up, sort of, where it's not in the way of other people. Go there, and I will.
As you back up, a tentacle flies towards your
Oh,
face,
shit!
but manages to slap Reagan in the face.
He would definitely attempt to bite it if it was slapping him in the face.
That's a solid 3 points of damage. As it just sort of like.
Who did that?
Eli, carry on.
Didn't even think of that. I will cast Magic Missile at third level.
Bird level? Holy shit, not bird level.
Third level.
Oh, third level.
Hang on, let me check. I need to check how many that actually made.
That's probably not right, if I remember your character sheet.
Yeah, it's probably not.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
No, where's it done that? Where's that? Oh, because I
What's up?
clicked the right thing.
Magic missile.
Yeah.
You get 3d4 plus 3, and then for every spell slot after that, you get an additional dart. So you'll get 5d 5d4 plus 5.
5. Yeah. So I'll roll 2 more. Fuck. Okay. But I will. Can I split?
So you got 14 damage. No. What?
Yeah.
So
No. It's more than that. 16 points of damage to split up.
yeah, 16. Can I split them between the one with the green marker? Actually, can I just split 4 each on the 4 around Alia?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Members
do that.
each.
You can see that. Yeah. So you. Oh yeah. Let's use the pro level features that we pay for, because Magic Missile is always the best time to do that.
Oh, here we go.
Beam.
Special effects.
So not ready for this.
Whoa.
I'm not saying any.
No, me neither. But apparently they're there.
Oh, it's good. You missed out.
Watch the stream.
Don't crush your streams. Taste it, scrub.
Dum 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 dum. Yeah, I didn't see the streams either. That's depressing. Never mind. Or maybe I'm gone. No,
I've
I
seen
don't know
them.
I see
Right.
them.
Yeah.
Great. I'm so happy for all of you. Do you want to do anything else, Eli?
Good idea.
I will cut. Yeah, I'll. We established last time I played. We established that if I use quicken spell from the to turn it a spell into a bonus action, it was just cantrips, right?
Correct.
Yes, you can't cast more than one spell per turn.
Person. No, I'll leave it at that.
Alrighty. Okay, then Alia.
Ragingly, recklessly, masterfully acting away at
Okay.
the. Those are terrible rolls.
The first one does hit though.
21 damage.
Oof. An almighty hit, but it's still clenching onto you.
Alright. That be me, matey.
Okay, Eli, you haven't rolled your d20s, have you?
No, I need to roll one for using that spell.
Yes, yeah. If you
Oh
could.
no, I'm stood right next to you. Shit.
Don't worry, it's only on 2.
Really?
There's no real sense of unease coming from Eli yet. Don't worry. Okay. This sneaky boy dives down below towards Alia, and also tentacles her.
Nice knowing you.
Sorry.
No, nothing.
Nice knowing you, he said.
Oh, the other one continues to. Can he? No, he doesn't do that. But he does pull you further and further down.
They just now that he used recklessness.
Oh right, okay. But then the second one. No, the second one can't hit you. So you're fine. They're dragging you further and further down towards this kind of like deep, dark pool beyond.
I'm only grappled by 1 though, right?
You are only grappled by 1.
Cool.
The one with the green dot.
There's 2 with green.
Stop lying. That's fake news.
Just add the grappling icon to the octopus as well.
Oh, that would be a very sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? Then we could have green dots for being underwater. Oh, now we don't know what the green dots mean. It's very complicated.
I thought they meant it's underwater, but...
So, because you're probably struggling there at half movement, right?
I'm here.
Oh my god. More people!
It's just in time.
This session's either going to go really easily or horribly wrong.
I'm imagining him falling from the sky into the water.
No, he's been asleep below deck, obviously.
Face first, belly flop. Like that.
He just jumped into the hole and ended up falling in from the sky into the sea. That'd make a nice entrance. And you just hear.
He's a monk, right? You can do a slow fall.
Right. Ali, you're now 35 foot deep. These guys are now very dead. The guys over on this left here. And the octopuses, they stop saying you idiot. They are looking hungrier than ever, like they've got the taste for flesh. And they see Alia being stripped away, and one of them just darts towards her. And the others start making their way towards the boat as well.
What does a hungry octopus look like?
That's what it
Oh god. Cannot unhear that.
My wife wonders what we do when we play D&D.
Better not tell her.
Right, they're all making their way towards the boat. And you can hear more fighting and screams happening from the boat over here. But at this point, suddenly, almost out of nowhere, who knew that was a person that existed? Comes the Almighty, the ever-powerful, the ever full of noise. What's your name? Fabian!
Here he is.
Randomly appears on deck. No. Fabian comes through the water, splashing out of the water, suddenly appearing the same way the rest of you have. But now nobody's ready. Nobody's aware. What would they do? Graven, you're up.
Okay, remind me, movement through water. What's the rule?
You can move through water.
Half speed.
Movement. I think
Half
it's half
speed.
movement. Unless you have a swimming speed, and then it's regular.
Okay. So if I take a and running jump, how far's that? Do you know?
Yes, I do know that. It is exactly on my sheet. Where is that? Long jump is is feet equal to your strength if you have a 10-foot run up. It's halved if you just do a standing long jump.
Equal to my strength.
Yep.
Okay. So that's 18. So if I... Okay, this is going to be complicated.
So 20 feet.
I start running to here.
Don't forget, you could
To the edge of the boat.
You could always inspire yourself and do some amazing stunts of action.
Yes, what I want to do is leg it off this boat here
Right.
and try and land kind of on this... above this one that's grabbing Alia
Okay.
and kind of sink down onto it with my sword.
Well, I mean, look around you, Graven. The boat's full of masts and ropes, and there's a large ballista thing here that's loaded and ready to fire.
You should shoot yourself in the ballista.
There's crates of gunpowder. There's people. You tell me how you're going to make it 25 feet.
Yeah.
Inspired jump. Come on.
I'm gonna... Okay. Alright, when I'm back here, right, I grab a rope, start running this way, cut this other rope that's here, which launches me into the air, and I kind of sail over these people to kind of land somewhere over here with a yeah.
Well, I was going
Sword
to
in
give you
hand.
4.5 out of 10, but now we're at a solid 9.
If I can use my inspiration to get over there, that would be.
Can, yes, and I'd like you to roll an acrobatics check for me.
Oh, okay,
Do
good.
all that.
Go on, bit of a flourish going
I
on
thought you
here.
were just gonna keep cutting ropes.
Whoa, look at that! Flipping pirouette in the
Graven
mid-air.
sails through the air like George of the Jungle levels of amazing, and lands. He looks out for that octopus and lands directly on top of it, sword
Fantastic.
plunging towards the octopus. Although the octopus is 35 feet down, so. But
Okay.
at this point, you're flying. You're going fast. I mean, you could sink 35 feet in a moment. That's
Get
what,
picked
like a
guard.
cannonball. Yeah.
Do I get an attack then? What was
Yes.
that? Yeah, cool. Alrighty. So that's 21. Plunging my sword into the octopus.
Slicing its way straight through and the rest of you just see this inky plume fly up around Graven as he disappears into the water. Graven, you kill that thing, gone down
8
there.
slashing, 10 fire.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's dead.
Okay. I mean, do I have my second attack or am I used up now?
No, you can use your second attack. You've used your inspiration to perform.
Okay,
heroic
cool.
feats, so.
Is this guy within reach? Is he underwater as well, or is he?
He
looking
is.
for-
He's the same with you guys, looking very hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna whirl around and try and slash at him if he's in reach.
Yep.
Oh, that was nearly a 20 then. but not-
Oof. That doesn't manage to hit in your
Okay.
haze and
No problem. All right, that's me done.
suitably epic. Suitably epic. Have another inspiration point because I thought that was amazing. You really tried there. Good job. Owen, Freeman, you're up.
All right. Do I notice Fabian coming up out of the?
From where you're up the top of there, definitely, yes.
All right. Then Owen would sort of, while still hanging on to the mast, sort of scream down towards the deckhands,
Oi, deckhands!
and he points towards Fabian.
Man overboard! Throw him a bloody rope!
And then turn
Can
by.
Reagan look to the deckhand to his right and say, "Did he just call you a dickhead?"
Out of
course.
character, most definitely. And I'll take a shot at this octopus.
Okay, solid. Which one?
The one that's climbing up on the boat.
Oh, okay, yep, cool. That's a hitter. Yep, 10 points of longbow damage. Good shot. Solid shot.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Be reliable with this longbow.
Good shot.
Yep, that's my.
All right. At which point, Locke looks at you. He gives you a cheeky wink. And then suddenly, you haven't noticed this until this very moment, he suddenly has a giant trident in his hand. He looks almost like Poseidon's D&D version himself. And leaps off of the crow's mast.
I had a good days.
Grabs a rope, swings around like this, swiping at this octopus on his way past.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
Oh, ripping this thing into like 2 solid pieces with his trident, doing I don't know how much damage. it didn't load, but a lot. Like just slicing this octopus into 2, killing it, and it just like, flops into the water with a. And Locke lands at the edge of the boat. Give everybody, all the deckhands, kind of give a hearty cheer. Yeah, yes, well done, good job, my lord. No, it'd be Arr! And then Vendel, you're up.
Yes. So where's Locke now? Is he in the water or just back on the ship?
He's back on the edge of the ship again.
All right. So Vendel's gonna pop out and shoot the one I just pointed at. And we'll attack it with advantage. Good, I'm glad. This is 21.
A solid hit, my lord.
Why, thank you. And why isn't it coming out? Hello.
Press the longbow.
I did.
Press it again.
Ah, all right, 22.
22. Oh, which is he finds just the perfect spot in this octopi's head to kill it in 1 lethal longbow shot.
Oh, nice. And what should he do as a bonus action? I think he'd really like to go near Locke. Is there the sail is up, right?
The sail is up. Yes.
So he's gonna do another Hollywood thing where he's just gonna. You alright?
Yeah, probably.
Here's a piece of lung for you. So he's gonna jump with his dagger out and just thrust the dagger into the sail so that that it slows his fall down as it just rips the sail. You know, Hollywood thing.
You destroyed the sail, you mad!
Looking forward to the sail.
From a distance.
It's a dagger. It's not gonna hurt it that much. And he lands right next to Locke. I can do an acrobatics if you like. See if it actually works.
Sure, yes. You're a pretty athletic fellow.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. Again, the wind blowing through his hair, like it's almost like it's hairsprayed in place, but it's billowing. So it's beautiful.
And then he'll try to this time really grab onto Locke's shoulder and turn him around and say, "Look at me."
And as you try to touch Locke, your hands go straight through him.
Ah. Yeah. So that I don't know if that counts as a bonus action what I did, or if I still have a bonus action. No, you tell me.
Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna go get water. Hang on.
I was
Sure.
gonna say throw some water.
If he dies, who runs the campaign?
Whoever's next on the
Cooperative
initiative.
effort.
So Reagan.
Reagan.
1 game a year?
I'm wishing it was the NPC Next.
That's the problem with game masters, they talk too much. And then they eat and drink at the same time.
Just bad manners.
So what's your class, Anthony?
It is fighter at the moment,
Okay.
Nice.
but it's gonna.
Good choice.
I'm going with a rather unorthodox combination, which is going to be a fighter wizard.
Ooh. So it's
Very
just
mad, but you know, I think I can make.
Sure. Blade dancer or singer? Sorry, blade singer.
No, I'm just gonna. I haven't decided on which type of wizard yet, but I just wanted him to. I wanted to play a wizard, but I wanted a more martial base so I could use armor.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be crafted,
Go
so.
Abjurer and just go counterspell everything.
Yeah, that's possible.
Hello.
Abjure is pretty cool. You get a lot of good defensive boosts. Yeah.
Right, sorry, I've stopped dying now.
Wizards are nerds.
Brendo, you're up.
Yeah, so my question was just if I can hide still with my bonus action if I use that.
Use what?
My bonus action. I mean, I just moved, but I did some cool acrobatics, so I don't know if that counts as my bonus action or not.
Nah, cool acrobatics is cool acrobatics.
Okay, so I will hide. Pretty well.
Solid plan. Then Rehagen.
Whereabouts is the anchor on this boat?
Here.
Too far away. Okay. Seeing all this acrobatics and chivalry and fancy footwork, Reagan is going to run across here and dive with his double-handed axe over his head and swing it down with all his might and try and land on top of this.
Solid plan.
This octopus here.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
Roll attack.
19.
That's a hitter.
Doing 12 slashing damage.
Solid. This thing is very much still alive. It's almost as if that's the first hit it's had.
And I'm dying to grapple one of these things, so I'm going to grapple. 27, that's a natural 20.
I don't think it can beat. It definitely can't actually beat you. So good job. You grapple.
And I whisper where I think its ear might be. I'm gonna eat you.
Is the noise that orifice that is making that you're whispering into?
I'm there, I can picture it.
You want to do anything else?
I think that's me done.
Okay. At which point the deckhands run across the boat and start throwing down ladders and ropes and stuff to the slightly damp and moist Fabian. And then you hear an almighty crack as this ballista releases its bolt towards this. No, it could be the one. It like flies over Graven and Alia's heads. That's if that doesn't hit, I'll piss my pants laughing. Oh god. Is that really only +6 to hit? That's not good. That's definitely with advantage. Managing to fire their ballista directly straight into the octopus. What's going on in the chat?
Don't.
It does 32 points of damage to this octopus.
How long does it take to reload?
By 3 rounds.
Oh wow.
It's a good siege weapon though. Don't worry. It's what it's made for. And then Ilamako!
I I'll run to the left side of the ship, and I will cast Fireball on centered, I think, here, because that would put them all within the 20-foot
Sweet.
radius.
Sweet.
Yeah, all 4 of these guys.
You sure you don't want to cast it like here?
I thought about it.
It might happen next.
4 of those guys. Even better.
Yep,
Amazing.
4 of them. I'm just gonna
Beautiful.
remind myself quick.
Gotta love a fireball.
So they'll do deck saves.
Yep, they will do dex save against a 16 save, and half damage on a success.
Bam, 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 bam. To pass, to fail. Roll your damage. Oh, you've rolled your damage. 24.
They roll, so yeah.
Okay, so you take that. You take that.
Oh.
So the two up the top here are not very dexterous, but these two, they must be helping each other. There's something going on there because they only take half damage.
Are we saying that the that counter for my wild magic? Are we saying that increases and then I roll a d20, or is it? Because if I add the 3 from that spell, then that is a. I do have a wild magic surge.
You.
But I mean, like, am I including when I roll it? Am I including the spell I just cast?
Would make sense, no? Because otherwise, when you haven't cast anything, you're not rolling.
Whenever you cast a sorcery spell, roll a d20. It's less than your wild magic. What does it say about how we work out your wild magic threshold?
Wild magic
That's
is
something about this thing not being great. Oh yeah,
DC,
whenever you
Unreal
cast
Resonance
without having whenever you cast it without having a wild magic surge, so you would do this, and then if it didn't hit, then you add it on. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. So
because you're going to cast this one, and with an 8, that's fine. So
it would be at 8 after this spell.
Fine. So everybody now around Eli Marco suddenly gets a vague sense of unease, as if something is about to come crashing down. It's basically emanating from Eli at this point. Then Ali, if Eli is done, you're up.
I look around and go, "Was that cool?" And then yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Using the density of my surroundings, I shall, what?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Do this thing that gives me advantage with Graven.
Ah, swim.
Flank! That's what I mean.
Flank. Yes, okay.
Yeah. And I will do all of the things with 13 and 21.
They both hit. Well, actually, the first one would kill it.
Oh, okay.
Without damage?
It has 2 hit points.
Oh yeah.
Or had. Doesn't
I
anymore.
can't. So the second attack, I guess, hits as well.
If you swim over, sure. Can you move that far? Because you're currently on half movement.
Half movement.
Because you're underwater.
So it would have been a down 1. 5 feet. 10 feet.
You did 15 first, right? Because you were here, right?
So that translates into 30. So no. I can't move. Yeah, that's my turn. And I'm now in the territory of getting less than 6 hours of sleep, so I'm gonna head up.
Oh, okay.
See ya next game in 2 days.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
Almost as quickly as Fabian appeared, Alia disappears. You guys are terrible.
She flies back into the sky.
Spooky.
Graven and suddenly wondering why the hell he's in the water in the first place.
And
Okay, then... Oh wait, this guy's grappled, isn't he, by you? You are the grappler. It is the grapplee. You are surrounded by Reagan. You are surrounded by octopies. Both of which who are going to swipe at you. The first one, presumably at disadvantage because you're grappled.
Yes.
That's fortunate for you. They both miss. No, the first one hits. Sorry. And does 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I'd like you to roll a grapple check, please. Oh, I don't need to roll that.
Don't forget to resist the damage.
Yep, half damage. 21.
Sweet. Not getting grappled back by the octopus. Not letting up your control of this grapple-tastic grapple fest. And then Fabian, welcome. Hello. Nice to see you.
It's nice to run after so much work. So, as I see, I've could I use my shadow jump underwater?
I don't see why not.
I mean, it is.
Is it,
As
is
long
it an
as it's-
actual jump?
It is travel through shadows. I will try to link it when I find it.
Shadow step. One shadow into another. When you are in dim light. Okay, yes, but the only real shadow you could see is kind of like at the bottom of the boat, or like around the bottom. And if you went that close to the bottom of the boat, you probably wouldn't be able to see the top of the boat. So where are you going to try and shadow step to?
I was thinking to somewhere here.
I mean, certainly under the water, there's some shadows. Yeah, you could move around a bit beneath the seas.
Yeah, because I'm going to do my stunbot thing. I'm planning to stun those two, and then swim somewhere from there.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could do that.
So yes, I will just shadow step here. Oh, come on, here, and then stun this one, punch this one, punch this one. Hopefully stunning.
Hitting as well.
Yeah, thank you. So first one, 10 piercing.
Yep. Do they have to roll a save for anything? Or
I can't save 14
Okay.
for one.
The first one saves. Yeah.
Okay, and then the
It takes 10 damage. Yeah. Are you punching both octopi, or are you just continuing on the first one?
I think I will just continue on the first one.
Okay. A one's a miss.
And then I'm going to unload Fury of Blows. Oh, that's 7 with a stun bot.
Sweet.
So that's another con save.
Yep. Sorry. Con save. Which fails.
And then the last Fury of Blows is going to be on the other one.
Okay.
26 for 6.
Wow. Burn all the key points. But that's a hitter. Yep. They're both hitters.
And it's a stunning strike as well.
Okay. Man, have you got any key points left?
I have 6 on 6 level, so I'm down to 3. And that's a fail.
So he's stunned 2. Sweet. Is your stunning strike not a key point thing then?
A stunning strike is a key point. Flurry of blows is a key point. My shadow step is not a key point.
Yeah. So you did 2 flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows is to attack as a bonus action for a key point. So that's 3.
Wait. You already took a bonus action this turn with your shadow step.
Oh yes, so I can't.
Unless you do some inspirational stuff.
blows. I can dump inspiration that.
Not to get an additional bonus action.
Yeah, that's true. So I can't be stunning them. No.
Okay. Retcon! So where did we stop in that turn? After the
The 2 attacks then, huh?
first 2 attacks?
Yeah.
Okay, so neither of them were stunned.
Yeah.
And there's
Okay.
only 1 hit.
And then I have
yes.
still 30 feet of movement.
Okay,
Because
so
I
it's
have-
half movement underwater unless you...
I have total 60. I have all the speed.
Sweet.
And I'm going to swim there. There we go. And that's me done.
Nice. Okay. As you swim away, you feel these 2 tentacles come towards you. Oh no, yeah, no, they come towards you, don't you worry. But not because of the reason you think, because it's their turn.
Okay.
Swipey, missing you. Both of them managing to miss you. But they have obviously caught up. These 2 are liking the big fella in the water. And this one is liking the boat. Gotta have a good boat, because you gotta have friends. But it's kind of like hiding underneath the bottom of the boat. You can't really see it. It's creepy and it's crawly. It's creepy and it's creepy. And then Graven gets some tentacles towards him too. All the tentacles. One of them actually managing to hit the
one of
Graven.
those is me.
Does 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And I'd like you to roll a grapple check, please.
Hang on. Take 11 off there. Oh, come on. And a grapple check. Okay. Is that...
Athletics or acrobatics?
It's
Athletics
athletics or acrobatics, yeah.
Go on then. 23.
Boom! Just pushing those
Get
tentacles
off
away.
me,
You
you
don't
squid.
give no poos about that. And you hear screams coming from this boat over here as these men are falling to the octopus. You can see there are a few... One of the octopus is dead and slides off the edge of the ship, but the other 3 seem to be winning the battle. You hear from all the way over there.
They're not dead yet.
And then Graydon.
Okay, which one tried to grapple me? Both of them. That one.
Well, yeah, that one.
Alright, I'm not having that. I stab it with my sword.
I want to see that second ship now.
That's a hit.
That's a hitter.
For 13 slashing and 3 fire.
13 damage and 3 fire. Solid.
And I stab it again.
All the damage.
12 slashing and another
Alright,
5
slashing more
fire.
chunks of the octopus away.
And I think that's me done.
Okay, then a win.
All right, this energy that is coming off Eli, how is it affecting me?
It's not affecting you in any way.
Affect Just the hair on the back of my neck is standing up or whatever?
Yeah, you just got a real sense of unease, as if some, like, you know, like almost kind of like static. You know, when you get that static build up, it's a bit like that.
Alright. And the octopus next to him, is that already...
No, it's just kind of like underneath the boat, but it's just symbolizing where it is underneath the boat.
Alright, then I guess I will attack this one over here, where Fabian...
Sweet. That's a hitter. Top one or bottom one, sorry?
Top one.
Top one. Good hit. Solid hit.
Alright, so Owen sort of mutter under his breath,
Alright, Owen. So, easy and steady. You can do it.
Nice. Then Vendal.
That's me. I'm going to pop out to shoot an arrow at someone. I guess I'll shoot the arrow at... Which one looks more hurt among the ones that are near the ship?
The one above Reagan, this one here.
This one is grappled, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Doesn't affect me in any way, though.
No.
But I'm hidden, so that's good. Good, 24.
Are hidden. 24 is a hit.
For 26 points of damage.
Wait, where's the extra one come from?
Sorry, 25, yes. No, that's just terrible math, that's all.
I thought I was bad at maths, but I was thinking, no, that's right, 3 plus 2 is 5. What else would you like to do, Mr. Vendel?
I'm probably just gonna hide again.
Ah, solid. The rogue way. Reagan.
Reagan would like to bite the one that is grappling.
Yeah, good, solid plan.
How do I do that?
You bite him, and that probably counts as an improvised weapon. Improvised weapon, 5E, which is... I can never remember. I have to attack with whatever is at hand. It's going to be 1d4, and I'm going to give you plus your strength, because you're using your muscular jaw.
1d4.
So roll a d20. See if you hit. That'll be solid. Who cares? And then let's go 1d4 plus your strength. Why not? It's probably better than some of your weapons.
2 plus my strength bonus, or the actual. Some strength 19.
No, just the modifier.
Alright, so that's 6 in total then.
Alright, good hit.
Is that a
Good
crit, though?
Yes,
That
it was
is,
a crit,
so
yeah.
that would be 2d4.
Okay. Tastes good.
So 9 in total. Good bite, solid bite. You bite a big chunk of this octopus off, and not realizing quite how much, you pull out a big piece of what looks like brainstem, and the whole thing just kind of like collapsed into tentacles, and gnarly ink and blue blood is kind of like pouring out of your mouth. It's very gruesome.
Can I turn around and spit it at the in rage at the other octopus behind me?
Sure.
All underwater, of course.
And then I'll swing my axe at the other one. Am I close enough? That's my bonus.
Yeah, it's right next to
extra
you.
attack. Yep. 24.
That's a good hit. That's a good hit.
Oh
yeah,
no! Wait a
24
minute.
hit.
Why am I
Wait,
giving myself advantage?
I don't know. Because you're raging? Is that going to do it?
No.
Oh.
So that's just
10 to miss them.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. You want to
Okay.
do anything else?
No, that's me done.
Alright. These guys are mostly useless at this point. And then Eli Mako.
I'm gonna move just slightly up the boat again, and I will cast Scorching Ray and shoot 3 jets of blue flame at the 2 octopi up here. What, like two at the one at the top here and one at the bottom.
Okay.
That needs 3d20. Plus each one's plus 8, so
Okay.
10. The 10 is the lowest one.
Yep. Okay. So the 10 misses. But
Okay.
The other two hit, and the last one's a crit.
I'll have I just have the crit hit the top one, and the other one hit the.
Okay. So how much
so
damage?
it's 2d6 each, so I'll do 2 and 2. And just make
So
it
it'll be
easier.
4d6 for the crit.
Yeah.
Cool. 7
So,
for the bottom one. Is
7.
that plus anything?
No, I don't think so.
Because in your damage roll it was 2. Oh yeah, it's just 2. Okay, cool.
It's just
So
adding.
-7 on that one and
Yeah.
-15 on that one. Doing a solid piece of damage there. Killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it where it stands. Or swim.
I saved the day.
Would you like to roll your d20?
Ooh. Yes, I would. Sorry, Vendel. That is definitely a problem.
So it's a D100 now?
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright, let's see what
I'm
happens.
just trying to find the table.
There's some good
Never-
stuff too.
I got it.
57.
Yeah, but I like to read it out. I don't get
Okay.
to do much. Did you roll 57 before? Probably not.
Oh no!
For the next minute.
Let's have a look.
That's
Let's
good.
have a look. Here we
That's
go.
I'm on a wooden ship.
For the next minute, any flammable object that Eli's going to touch or isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flame. At which point, the floor around his feet starts to be ignited.
I was gonna ask, are we counting it as skin contact or just anything? Shit.
Touch. Touch. Touch.
Vendel would just look at him and quietly say, your feet are on fire.
Do you want to do anything else, Eli?
The boat's on fire.
Jump into water or something?
For example, yeah. You can hug octopuses. Octopies.
Yeah. Let them grapple you. We'll have fright octopi.
I will let forth a characteristically not manly scream for Eli and throw myself. Actually, how much did I move? So I came up here. I got 20 feet of movement, so I'll throw myself off the end. I think has less octopi. Actually, no. Tell you what. Because I'm panicking. Okay, yeah, I roll the right way. I run away from them. If it was a 10 or lower, I was gonna run towards the octopus.
Solid.
So, yeah, I just jump in the water there.
There goes Eli.
Probably leave. Do I leave footprints of fire across the deck?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. The deck heads look very, very concerned. Oh, fuck yeah.
That's their problem now. It's their problem, not mine.
Okay, I'm going to stubby punch the top one first. At 20 for 10.
Yep, that's a hitter.
With a stunning strike.
Okay. Let's give him a con save. The 15.
He makes it.
Okay.
I will punch him again
Solid plan.
for 11.
Killing him swiftly with your dagger.
Okay.
Once again, finding the perfect shot to take all of its remaining life force away.
And I'm going to flurry of blows the lower one. 11.
11 does not hit.
And the second one, 24 for 5.
Does hit. That's 5 points of bludgeoning.
And the stunning strike.
Okay. Pew pew. Which does not succeed. These things are like really squishy, and you find your stunning strikes instead of going, boom, they kind of go.
Plus I'm underwater, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes a total sense.
You want to do anything else?
No, I mean, I could swim somewhere, get someone else's attention, but let's see where I could swim. Yeah, I think I will do that.
Okay.
I will just swim here. I got all the speed.
The tentacle-laden octopus follows you, and the three that are near you, these two, yeah, these two both attack you. The two bomb ones. What's your armor class? 17.
Yes.
Hitting you once.
Okay, I got hit.
Doing
For 8.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's okay. I can handle that.
And the other one is trying to get its greasy claws all over Reagan, but not succeeding. And then one more is trying to attack Raven, which once again misses.
I'm going to riposte
Okay.
that one. 12.
12's a hitter.
Alrighty. Okay, that is 28 points of damage in total.
That's a big old riposte.
Big ol' riposte.
Big enough to kill the fucker. Good hit. Solid hit. Do you want to... Oh, you're saying...
No.
Okay. Then these guys over here are pretty much all dead now. And the octopus look like they have captured the boat. Yay!
They put on a hat and sail away.
I'm gonna swim over to here.
Ah, there you are.
And swing at this octopus here.
Is that flanking with the thingy or not?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Is it?
Ooh, have some of that.
That's a hitter.
I'm gonna make this a menacing attack.
Ooh, menacing.
Well. Menacing. So all the dice. So that that's not so good actually. So 6 plus 17 is 23 plus another 13, 36 points of damage in total.
That's
It's not that great, yeah.
ooh, a huge hit. It's not quite enough to kill it.
Oh, that's okay. I've got another swing at it. So. And that's another 18.
Nice. Which Graven just rolls up and destroys this octopus.
How much movement did I use there?
The very angry Michael Phelps.
Like 10 feet. Times 2.
15. So that's all my movement used. So that's me done.
Okay. At which point Locke looks very concerned and walks onto the boat and commands his men to put out the fires and to pull the anchor. He climbs up to the top of the mast, back up next to Owen, and he points at the deep, dark depths below here that you can't see in, as if he's seen something.
He points where? Sorry?
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Oh, okay, got it.
You can see, actually, if any of you are interested, feel free to roll a perception check.
Sure.
It's very good. Very good. Why is that? The majority of you can just see that there seems to be more bubbles coming out from the bottom here. As if something has been disturbed in the beyond. Owen, you're up.
All right. Owen sees Eli, his feet burst into flame, and his mouth sort of drops open as Eli runs across the deck, takes a plunge into the water. He looks at it and says,
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
and then shakes it off and aims his longbow at this. Takes a pull on the string and lets loose another.
It's a good shot. Solid 9 points of damage. Anyone want to do anything else?
Now, as Locke sort of points, he looks that way and sees the bubbles and turns to Locke and says,
Bloody hell, what's that? It's got to be huge.
That's what she said. Right, good, solid. Vendel.
All right, I don't think I can hit the one that's half below the ship from my point of view.
No, it's kind of hiding.
So I'll shoot the other one.
Okay.
Ooh, natural crit. That's gonna do a lot of damages. How you like that shit? Okay, so I'm gonna take the calculator out. That is 46 points of damage.
"Yeah, boy."
That's a solid longbow shot.
He looks
which
like
just
Graven.
obliterates the brain of that octopus.
He looks like Graven says, "How's that for a crit?" And then ducks back to hide.
Owen yells over,
How about you give me some tips?
Next time, use your teeth.
Vendel replies with a "Shh, I'm hiding."
Then Reagan, what are you doing?
I will swim over to this one and try and grapple it and pull it back into the water.
Okay.
15.
Not managing. This thing's wriggling away, almost like it doesn't want to come out from underneath the ship. It's quite happy where it is.
I'll use my second attack to try again. 19. So.
Oh my god.
Wriggling hard. It really doesn't want to come out from underneath that ship. It seems almost as if it's hiding.
It says, no, I insist, I'll stay here.
That's me done.
Okay. Then the deckhands, they all start putting out the fires created by Eli, throwing buckets of water on the. It doesn't take them long. The fire hadn't really got going, but they crack on. Two of them pull up the anchor, and one of them turns the steering wheel of the boat into fire boat itself, and on Locke's direction points it. Ha! In that direction. Probably pushing some of you slowly. This would happen slowly. You'd get a chance to move with it, I'm sure. Then
So I will. So Eli wouldn't know it was him, would he?
I'm pretty sure you would.
Oh no, but I wouldn't
You're
know
on
that it was
fire.
anything I touched. I'm not on fire. It's anything I touch.
Sure. I think that you could say that.
But I would or wouldn't know.
That's up to you.
Uh,
I think it could go either way. Sure.
Roll
That's
an
you.
investigation check.
roll intelligence. I don't know.
You can roll an insight check if you like.
Insight.
You'd be somewhat sure that it's to do with you, but maybe not exactly sure that it's everything you touch.
I will. Then I will swim to the edge of the boat and put my hand against it to maybe find a handhold.
Okay, at which point it does immediately ignite.
Can I then just instead? I don't know. I guess I use my action for this, but just splash water on it and put it out
Yeah, sure. At this point,
and
you
swim
can do that. Yeah.
and swim away from the boat.
Swim away from the boat.
I like to imagine he he starts off trying to just pat it out, and he's just making it worse.
Oh god, no! Oh no! Ah!
I'm spreading mercy.
Yeah.
Do you need a rope?
Yeah.
A
Okay.
flammable rope?
After
You
being-
should hold on to the anchor, actually. That's metal.
But it got pulled in, didn't it?
Well, it might still hang a bit from the side.
It probably does hang a bit from the side.
I'll just stay in the water for now.
Okay.
Can I see the octopus at all? Right under the shoe.
No, it's kind of under the boat, so it seems to be hiding.
But it can see you.
Can I swim down to try and see it?
Sure. Yeah, then you probably find it underneath the boat. This one, the other way.
Yeah. I wonder what happens. I'll cast Ray of Frost. At it, which I think.
That has a vocal component. We had a thing about vocal components.
Oh yeah.
before.
Okay, then I don't cast that.
Yeah, I think you can make the words.
I
can?
just swim back up. I think I just swim back up to the surface then.
Yes, no, you can. As long as you can breathe on the water, you can cast spells.
I
that have
cannot
vocal
breathe
components.
underwater, so I will just swim back up to the surface.
Oh, yeah.
And that is my turn for now.
Wait. Man.
I'm really fucked here.
Right. Oh, I see. Yeah. So you can cast verbal components underwater, but to do so, you'll have to let expel not be holding your breath anymore. So the holding your breath Constitution modifier plus whatever rounds then becomes no longer valid because you're expending air basically.
Actually, I probably wouldn't even be aware that octopus was under there. So before I looked down for it, so. I think Eli just spends my turn
Bobbing around uselessly.
sort of floating. Yeah, I've no idea. I've no idea the octopus is there, and yeah.
Great. Okay then, Fabian.
I'm gonna swim down to it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna punch it twice with my dagger.
Politely.
21 for 9 damage.
That's a hitter.
Actually, it's 27 to hit because first one is with advantage. No, it's not. Hold on. Talking rubbish. 24 for 8 damage.
Yeah, both hits together are strong. Take the final blows and final life out of the octopus itself.
Okay, and then I would like to shadow step from under the boat to somewhere on the surface, just in the shadow of the boat, because
Sure.
you know, somewhere like here in the shadow of the boat,
Okay.
surface, and that's me done.
Okay. Ready. Oh, fuck it. I just closed Roll20.
How did you manage that?
Because my bookmarks toolbar is right next to all the buttons at the top of the Roll20 nav thing, and it's really easy to press one and not the other.
He also does that. That happens a lot to me on Sunday. As controllers, my push it.
Right. Okay. Good. Fine. What's going on? So, yeah, and your pussies are dead. I'm going to just gently, very gently, wait for Roll20 load. And then, I think all the octopuses are dead, right?
Yeah. Well, there's the ones from the other boat. So.
Yeah, but as you look up at those, you notice they have scarpered. You can't see them on the other boat. The other boat is now floating abandoned in the water.
I kind of imagine them putting hats on and sailing away.
But the bubbles have got a lot bigger and a lot bigger. And as you look up at the other boat, suddenly huge tentacles come out of the water.
Here comes the Kraken.
There she blows.
Hey, look at that, fella.
Oh, sweet. Can I eat that?
Mother holy moly and Mary. Sure.
Don't we kill it, I want to eat it.
With a large kraken-like head appearing somewhere else. Appearing
like this, yeah.
Appearing here, out of the depths below.
It's cute.
A gargantuan creature, of which Locke is sailing directly towards.
What? Sail away.
The ship has now, the wind has blown and is sailing directly towards the open mouth of the Kraken. What are you guys going to do? You can see the ship's about to blast off.
I'm already in the water, I'm not on the ship, so I'll just let it go past.
Are any of the ballistas loaded?
No, because they had to go put out fires.
Too bad, because I could have done a cool exit.
Yeah, Owen will turn to Locke and say, "Oh no, didn't sign up for this." Then he'll jump off the crow's nest into the water.
Actually, as Vendel jumps out, dives out, he'd like to take a look at a closer look at the... I forgot the name again.
Scarlet Victoria, figurehead.
The figurehead, thank you.
Yeah, sure. The figure... I can't do that. Sorry.
What's happening?
I just googled Scarlet Victoria and I was going to send you a picture of some random woman, but it's probably not appropriate. What's going on? It looks nothing like the visage that you saw in your dream.
Okay, then I just do a very cool looking dive.
Very cool looking dive. The ship takes off at full speed towards the Kraken. Sailors with swords out, lock and barrel. And Vendor, roll a perception check for me, please.
Yes.
What's your passive? Oh, your passive 18 already, right? Your passive 18 already.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Alright, so you see Locke. He mouths to you as they go to their obviously untimely death. You can see it says, "Help me," but that's very odd because you've had no communication with Locke whatsoever. The ship barrels offwards, and I would move it, but I'll just move that to there instead. Barrels off towards the Kraken, and a swift, untimely. I keep using that word. I don't know what it means. A swift crunch and barrel and destruction of this ship happens. Gets chumped away as you're all floating in the water, watching. After that happens,
What the bloody hell is that damn thing?
Seafood?
That's the spirit.
It's dinner.
What are you guys in this moment of chaos and you're all in the water? What are you doing?
Does the Kraken, does that thing look hurt?
No, not really.
Well, damn it then.
Swim away.
What's this
Yeah.
ship doing over here? Did you
Swim
say?
away from the Kraken. I think.
Solid plan. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing worse. We're not seeing anything else of interest that could. It's just
Do
to
we
see.
see
and
anywhere
not-
to swim to though? Or are we in the middle of open sea?
It does look very much like you're in the middle of open sea.
It's like going to be a long swim then.
It's going to be a long swim. But as you're debating this, the Kraken, you hear the stops as it swims towards you all.
Oh,
And
great.
within the swiftest of moments, swallows all of you entirely whole.
Straight down the gullet!
As you all slip and slide into the depths beyond.
I punch him.
Stunning
I
strike.
punch him. And I punch him. And I punch him.
As Fabian starts sending out punches galore, you suddenly realise that you're just punching dirt. What? It's so confusing. Sorry, I'm just trying to follow that. Where's that button? I even named it. That one, that one. That one. Is it right? Is that right? Oh, there it is. Find yourself punching dirt? That's very confusing. What? Don't understand. As you sort of blink and open your eyes, although wet, you seem to be on firm ground, on terra firma.
Guys, I killed it! I killed it!
Seemingly so. As you kind of get up and look around, you see you're on a path in a forest. Oh, this tunnel is full of headaches. Vendel and Fabian are the first to leap up, being super dexterous. You just about make out a fleeting glance of Locke entering this, what looks like small keep type thing up ahead. There are two ogres sat on either side of the door who give him a nod as he enters. And Vendel, you notice your dagger has grown even more.
The sword, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Locke's sword.
Yeah.
There is now only space for what you believe to be one more growth.
We're almost there. Making progress, I think. And this looks a bit like this fort that you people have embarked upon, where you found some hags.
Owen's lying on the floor. Oh, whoa, I'm drowning! Help! Ah!
Quiet.
I kick him.
Don't.
I grab him by the back of his neck and kind of lift him up onto his feet.
Ah!
You're alright.
Holy shite!
Alright.
You people do this for a living!
Yeah? Actually, no, for the fun of it.
So Graham, these
Bloody mad!
You're welcome.
ogres, do they look aggressive?
Yes. They've both kind of stood up. One of them's got they've both got big saggy bellies that are hanging over their loincloths.
Is there some shadow coming from there?
There's a little, yeah. But they've heard all of the noise that Owen has been making.
Okay, so they
Squealing away.
know we're here then.
They are
That's okay.
spoiled and ready for a fight.
I'm not
Okay.
interested in a surprise round. I just want to vamp, say here, and just punch him. Because I'm good in punching.
Okay.
Very
But
diplomatic.
they
well done.
hadn't taken any steps forward. But as Fabian prepares to vamp, as he says so beautifully so many times before, I'd like you to roll initiative. Because
Back in initiative again.
and we're back in the initiative.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
I've got new tokens.
Oh,
Hey, that's a good one.
That's the highest initiative I can get.
I'm so proud of you.
Me too.
Okay, we're no longer in fucking battle mode. Oh, fuck off, you bastard. Oh, it's not that well if I tried. Right, where are my ogre friends? Adventures. Ogre. Let's just clear this up. Okay, yes, here we go. These two ogres, one of them goes to pick up his thing, Vendel. You're up.
So this is foliage or trees, right?
Yeah,
So Vendel
that's right,
can.
yeah, he's surrounded by forest.
So Vendel should easily be able to hide as a wood elf,
I'm pretty sure you can, like, become the tree, can't you?
something like that. So I do that first. Probably jumping in roughly here. Wait, that was 10 feet.
Alright.
And then I will shoot an arrow at the one on the left from that hiding spot. Oh yeah! That's 2 crits in a row. Let's see. So that's going to be 13 plus 12 plus 4 plus 9 for a good 38 points of damage.
So good.
And then I still have some movement, so I'm going to move. Okay, 35. So all the way here, still in foliage, and put the bow back on the sheath it, or yeah, put it away.
Okay. Then Rahigan. I'm just gonna close my window, back in like 3 seconds.
I love critting on sneak attack.
It's the best.
It is.
Regan.
I think Reagan has got enough movement to move to about here. And he will bang his shield with his axe at the 2 trolls. Did you say trolls or ogres?
Ogres.
At the 2
Large,
ogres.
giant ogres. Rawr.
Over here!
Somebody say giant.
Get me!
Oh, here we go. You want to do anything else?
And then can I ready an attack?
Yep. For
So
what?
I will, so hopefully I've tempted them to come running towards me. And once one gets within reach, I'll take a swing with my axe.
Okay, then la.
Was a minute passed?
Sure.
Since, while we were waiting for the Kraken, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Good, because I'm in a forest.
Set forest.
All the things.
But somewhere out there, there's a Kraken on fire.
That's how the Kraken died.
Yeah.
No, I punched him to death.
No, I burned to death.
No, I punched him.
Could I attempt to hide just here
Sure.
in the?
Of
That would
course
use my
you can.
action, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would use
It would,
Oh,
unless you have a bonus action thing. Like
Nope.
Locke does. Not
well.
the other guy. Mendel.
No, I don't think I'll do that. I'm not much stealthy, so I will. Where was I? I was back here, so should really check this. I'll just move out into the middle of the road.
Hello, fellas.
Hello.
Hello.
It's very nice to firebolt.
13. Does just manage to hit the.
Oh,
They're pretty big.
6 fire damage.
The one on the right or the one on the left?
Would that have gone up? Oh, it's 2d10 now. Sorry.
Fancy.
I need to re-roll that. Or I'll just roll one more d. Do you want me to re-roll it completely, or?
Just do what you like. Just press the firebolt, and then that'll roll another damage in the chat window. There you go.
Yeah.
Easy.
13.
No, it's rolled 2 there.
No, it hasn't. Not
The
one.
second one, the 7, is 5 plus 2. So
What?
I just changed it.
Oh, I see. So confusing. So it's 11 points of damage to the one on the
Do
right.
11. Yeah.
I'm so glad we got there. You want to do anything else?
I will. You know, I will cast Quicken Spell, and can I cast Firebolt again?
Maybe.
Was it? We said cantrips were okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Basically, if you do a cantrip, you can do the other one as a leveled spell
Okay.
with quickened.
Then yeah, I'll just do another Firebolt at the same ogre.
Sweet. Pew 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 pew. Hitting it again.
Again, just again. Solid 10.
Sweet. That's some solid hits. Do you want to do anything else?
I will use the rest of my movement into the bushes here.
Okay, then Fabian.
I will vamp, as I said I would,
Yes.
in here,
Cool.
and dagger punch him in the nuts.
Ooh. That's gonna stun him if anything is. 16's a hitter.
6 piercing damage as a stunning strike. I don't think that's gonna take him down though.
Might do. Ooh, I think it does.
Oh yes. And I'm gonna punch him again.
That's a hitter. Another 7 points of damage. Solid hit. So this ogre is like Harry Potter levels of stunned now. Do you want to do anything else?
No, I will stay there.
A troll in the dungeon. Graven, you're up. These are relatives of giants. Now,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They probably speak giant too.
Alright, I'm gonna move to here. And then I'm gonna take a dash right up to this one.
Ooh.
So that's my action. I'm gonna use my action surge to take another action.
So keen.
And with my sword, as I draw it, I whisper Rage Spike because it bursts into fire.
Beautifully done.
And I swing it at
The
this
only
one.
weapon for giant slaying.
It's 13. I don't know if that hits. Does that hit on 13?
13 does hit. 13's a number.
Alrighty.
Yeah, good shot. Good hit. With a Viatar will
Yay.
pop.
So that's 17 for the first one.
Sweet.
I bring it down on him again. Ooh, have some of that.
That's a good hit.
It's going to be a menacing attack. So that's all of that. 16. Oh god, 37. Hang on, is that right?
I don't know.
19
You shouldn't
is.
be allowed to build a character you can't add up the damage roll.
Hang on, let me get the calculator. Oh, I don't know. Somebody add
11
that up.
plus 8 plus 7 plus 6
Plus 8, plus 8.
plus 8 plus 8. 48 points of damaging
48 points of
Which
damage.
clefts his head away from his shoulders.
Ouch.
And I say, that's for Leviathan.
Sweet. Have an inspiration point for sticking to your character.
Thank you.
He just like slumps to the floor, and then Owen, if Greyhaven is finished, then
I
you're
am.
up.
I'm done.
Owen looks around, and this transition from water to something completely different. He's really not used to this, so he sort of staggers around a little bit and finds the nearest tree, and just wretched.
What a first day, huh?
Yeah, you see him just holding up against the tree, and just he tries to keep it in, but then,
Oh no! Here she comes! Oh no! Oh damn it!
and that's his turn.
I would count that as a bonus action.
I love it. Then the other one is just like full on like. And then Vendel, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna take the double-edged scimitar, move here, and attack it.
You do have advantage as well now.
Yes, good. So first one hits for 21 points of damage, and then we will hit again with the other edge for 19. Sorry, 23. And that's another 9 points of damage.
9. How many? How many?
9 for the second. Do you want to know the total? Or?
Sweet. Something like that. Cool. Good shot. Good.
So it's 30 total.
Solid. Come out the shadows and everything. You want to do anything else?
No.
All right, then slice, Regan, you're up.
Okay, Reagan will pop some rage and rush forwards and hit this ogre with Rita. 22. Oh no, I'm giving myself advantage again. I don't like thinking that. So no, that's a miss. So my second attack. Try again. 18.
As a hitter.
14 slashing damage.
Solid hit with Rita.
And that's him done.
All right, then Eli.
Where is he? I will cast from the safety, from my safe space. I will cast Scorching Ray at the other. Well, check the range actually. Yeah. Cast Scorching Ray at the giant. Should be
solid.
3. So that is 20, 20, and a 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that is what a word. 66, right?
Yes.
21 points of fire damage to that ogre.
All right, which hurts it a lot, and it is very nearly dead. Do you want to do anything else? Apart from roll your d20?
No, that's all. And everyone is fine.
No sense of unease yet emanating.
I'm at 6 right now.
Oh, so there isn't Owen. Even whilst throwing up, you are getting another vague sense of unease.
He doesn't know which
unease
he doesn't know if it's the throwing up or something else again.
You definitely feel like something is about to come crashing down.
You hear in between retching, oh no, not again! Bloody hell!
Then Fabian, you're up.
I'm gonna go stabby at him.
Stabby. He looks very hurt, and even in his stunned face.
I'm going to stab him in the balls for another 11 piercing damage.
Which is enough to cut them off with a killing blow.
Nice.
Lol. And he falls down dead. At which point? You are no longer in initiative.
A witch.
but you
Vanish.
hear a cackle. My pretties, come back, have you? And the last bit of the laugh turns into the squeaky door as the door to this thing opens.
Sounds like the hag. Graven, you fought this before, yes?
Have I?
So I don't remember anything.
My memory is going. I fought lots of things.
Yes. Yes, you fought it. And she vanished away into the ethereal plane before you could finish her off. There was also a
Okay.
green hag, I believe. I think there were 3 originally, but the other 2 were killed.
Okay, well,
If
be
we do
careful
find
then.
if we do find 3, they're more powerful if together. So we should concentrate our
Okay,
attacks on
don't
one.
look at them.
Oh yes,
Avert your eyes.
that's going to be hard, but yes.
I've got
Okay.
a couple of cloth sacks in my bag. I'm gonna get one out and just have it ready. Kind of. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna drape it over my shoulder, just so it's easily accessible.
All right.
I'm going to coat the dagger with the poison.
Nice. Lasts how long? A minute?
I think a minute.
Owen, are you joining us?
There you go.
You guys are going in?
Yes, we are. We're almost there.
Yes.
I mean, you're doing fine so far?
All right. Owen would sort of move up, and at a slight distance, he would say,
Oh, sorry, I got my bow. I'll just see what happens. I'll join you in a moment.
and he'll use the hide action.
Hiding in the trees.
What species is Owen?
He's human.
Okay, because he gives me with the voice kind of a dwarf vibe.
That's only because
That's
Woe has
stereotyping.
taught you to that all dwarves have Scottish accent.
I thought you had a Canadian accent.
I like Scottish accent.
Anyway.
All right, let's head in.
Just hide behind this tree, eh?
As you want, but see, I think you're safer with us.
Yeah, don't get into trouble. Stay there.
Oh,
And,
the door's gonna open. I'll have time to peek inside and make up my mind.
Okay.
Just for the fun of it, I'm going to vamp behind him and say boo.
Did you see my message?
Oh, bloody hell! What the fuck are you doing?
And then bumping back.
Always full of humour is our Fabian. Right. What's going on? I need to open a thing on my screen. Okay. Going in?
Yes.
Yeah, just kick the door in.
That was easy. Why is that not playing? Let's play that. Loop? No. Can't hear it. Oh, that's a bit of shit, isn't it? Amazing. Oh, death. Wait.
We are definitely waiting.
Yes, there we go. You might want to turn your rhythm up just slightly. As you open the door, you can see that it's kind of a long corridor leads off into the depths of this keep. Wide enough for kind of 2 abreast, but not too wide. And at the end of the corridor, you can see some flickering lights.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go
After you.
carefully. The
After everyone.
ceiling and the floor. What? Anything out of the ordinary? Any smoke marks on the ceiling? Any tracks in the floor? Anything look uneven?
Fantastic question. Okay, so Owen, are you staying outside?
I'm just waiting for the door to open to see and then make this decision.
Okay, yep. So the
I'm-
door
I'm
is open,
assuming-
and these guys are sort of starting to go in.
Yeah, once they start filing in and he says there's no clear shot on anything, once the door is open from here, he'll file in at the end.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you guys, you make your way in slowly and hesitantly, carefully. Are there smoke marks on the wall? It's a great question. The answer is probably no. But it's not
Okay.
long until you walk down this corridor. You see the lights kind of bubbling and twisting and turning. You start to hear the sound of what sounds like flames and lava. Graven, even though you sort of don't remember coming here, you remember enough that this was not the corridor that you walked down when you first came here. There's something dodgy going on. You start much further, you walk down, the corridor opens up to a horrific sight. A room chasm full of rocks, a narrow stone bridge leading over to a kind of a floating stone area, surrounded by bubbling, burning acid lava. Acid lava. Acid. I mean, it's just like lava, but it would definitely hurt if you went in it.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pop this picture on in the Discord if I can. No, where did I put that? Hang on, I've got to save somewhere. Where's that? What is going on here? What is going on? Acid lava.
Acid lava.
Exactly. You knows it. Sorry, I had this picture saved, but I'm just gonna do this because it'll be easier. In the middle of the where you see that token, in the middle of the stone statue jobby thing, there is a horrific looking beast standing next to Locke himself.
That's the
It
one.
doesn't look that horrific on the picture.
No.
Locke is an important thing to note, Vendel, that you would definitely have noticed immediately that as you've walked in here, your sword is at full mast.
Okay.
Is that innuendo or?
No. Locke's sword is at full mast. It is fully complete and glowing.
That's what happens when you take those rage pills.
Yeah. You can see he's got kind of multiple arms, a very demonic look about them. Floating white hair, long claws, and is looking direct.
You have come for Locke's soul, I presume.
Yes, if you could just hand it back real quick. We're in a bit of a schedule. A schedule, actually.
One who gives up his soul so easy would make a perfect servant of the hells. And you have done a perfect job
Fuck.
at unlocking the last pieces of his soul that I could not gather. Those rooted in his deep, personal memories.
What is your name?
My name is Blackheart.
Seems a little simple.
Demon of the Five Realms, and puppeteer of souls.
It's a very human name, though, Blackheart.
I'd say it's a pretty common name and for fiends, no? What you guys think? I mean, they probably all have black hearts.
Yeah.
As
I would have thought Balthazar or something more.
But it is just a name. I have to tell you, your commitment to your friend is admirable, but foolish. You can tell he is not attached to his soul. She sort of looks him up and down, he looks forlorn. It's quite a saddening sight of Locke. One normally full of vigor and joy. So.
You still got the voice thing on.
So forlorn.
Oh, I see. He is looking forlorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, very forlorn. Yeah. She sort of like summons you with her clawy claws. Summons you towards her.
I'm not going anywhere near her.
Is there any shadow below her?
Sure, there's plenty underneath this stone thing and by the lava.
No, but I mean directly below her, so I can vamp.
No, she is stood on a magnetic star that's glowing beautifully. So all these orange things are letting out quite a bit of light. You can see there's a lot of tiny bits of shadow by these pillars, but certainly not where she stood there. She stood like on a pillar up high, surrounded by magna. Still quite a bit of light.
And these two people are not casting any shadows.
The two people.
Well, Locke and Blackheart.
Well, maybe tiny ones, but if you can vamp into those, sure, they count, I suppose. I just assumed you meant stuff.
There's a shadow on the lava.
Can we see the sort of rune circle she's standing in?
Yeah.
Does it look like it was already carved in the stone, or is it something they've created?
From there, I'm not sure you can tell.
Okay.
You can see that she's standing on something that's, not normal, but she's up a little bit higher from you guys.
Forearm demon.
You haven't even crossed the bridge. You're quite a way away.
I don't think anything's normal right now.
So this is something I would like to try to do. I would try to vamp into Locke's shadow and punch her with my poison-coated dagger.
Okay, but you will be entering initiative if you want to do that.
I mean, I look at Vandal before we do anything and waiting for the Nova approval as some kind of I wanna do it, I wanna punch her kind of look.
Graven shakes his head furiously.
As in yes or no?
as in no. I don't think that's a good idea.
Just a question, the Locke's sword, does it look usable as a weapon, or...?
It does. Yeah, no, it's at this point it has gone full sword, just like you remember Locke when he used to carry it around with him.
Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the key to killing her.
It's
a sword.
Well, it's a +1 long sword, or...?
Before we engage in combat, maybe we should talk about the deal I have for you.
Oh, you have a deal.
Okay. Go on then.
Alright, should we start walking in, by the way?
Please, come and have a more appropriate conversation.
First thing Owen did when this all went down was he got into cover here, and that's where he's behind the pillar, being like, okay, he didn't see me.
So he's just clutching his bow with his knees tucked up to his chest.
Yeah. You hear him muttering maybe when you walk over there. Oh, not today, not today.
I'm keeping my back to the bridge. I'm staying near the.
Such nervousness. If I wanted you dead, you would have been dead long before we met. You have bested Locke's memories. Some horrific and some quite nice. The Kraken, beautiful. That horrific human ball. Ugh. Such disgusting behavior.
Vendel,
Yes.
you noticed something, by the way, while she's talking. Locke is not currently wearing his earring.
Was he the previous times we saw him?
Yes, he'd always been wearing his earring, just as you wear yours. But now, currently, he's not wearing his.
Do I feel like that's not really him then?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
I don't think you're too sure. This Locke looks much more like a kind of a half-dead, soulless individual that you would expect to meet after his fate. He looks a lot less like the heroic, memory-based Locke. But, you know, you're not really sure what's going on.
Okay.
I see you have collected all the pieces of Locke's soul except my final piece. I am willing to make a trade. One soul for many. A small journey is all that is required.
You want many souls for his.
A simple contract that requires collecting.
Which souls do you want? All of our souls?
Not your souls, no. Let me tell you a story. A story of a town called...
Is that what you said?
The demon consults
No.
its tiny
He's going to tell us
wrote
how
this
we
down.
became the British.
I even wrote down how to pronounce this. Now, here we go.
A town called Lame. There was many souls. The entire town of Lame sold their souls to the devil, who wrote their souls down in a contract. That contract was stolen by men of your realm. A man called Krail Trace. Which I'll put in there. Krail.
Which I'll put in there. Trail trays.
That's the town?
That's the man.
No,
the man.
that is the disgusting Knight of Justice, he called himself. Krail Trace had a special power, and he stole the contract before the devil could complete the final ritual. He rode his horse faster and further away than any devil could find him. But the location has been found. It is protected by a sacred order, the Parchment Knights. Seek out this contract and bring it to me, and I will give you Locke's soul in return.
So you're saying that... Where's the location of those... how did you call them? Parchment?
Parchment Knights.
The Parchment Knights.
Where are those people located?
Feel my presence.
And suddenly you all know where that is. Even so much as, say, on your map itself. I haven't drawn this on your map, but there it is. The PK on that picture in Discord is the Parchment Knight's location.
So we just need to go find the Parchment Knights, find whatever his name is, and get your contract back. And then you will give us Locke.
It's as simple as that.
Only problem is that it doesn't seem like you have Locke's soul, do you?
You also were talking about trusting a demon.
A devil.
A devil, even.
Or is it a demon or a devil?
Is it a devil or a demon?
Be a devil because fiendish?
Roll for fiends.
I did say demon, but I meant to say devil.
Okay.
Ah. From the house,
Devil.
it would be a devil, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you prove you really have his soul? You say you have the missing piece. I don't believe it.
I am Blackheart, Auditor of Souls. Do not doubt me.
And he like puts his hand upon Locke's back, and he screams out in pain, like the kind of pain that only comes from a man's soul. The kind of pain that isn't like it's like the stubbed your toe kind of pain. that kind of real gut wrenching, soul pain.
So I have a question. Having seen this Locke's sword grow over time, my feeling is that Locke's soul resides in the sword, right? Do I get a feeling that it would? Yeah. Sorry.
You would probably assume that all the pieces that she's talked about that were in the places that she couldn't get are in that sword.
Yeah, but then they were absorbed into the sword, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you've kind of got them in the sword, but not like the final piece, which is in Locke, or the rest of Locke's soul. You just kind of have like the final pieces that this person couldn't access.
Do I get a feeling that if that sword touched Locke, let's say if I swung the sword at Locke, whether it would absorb the rest of his soul into the sword?
Roll in. No, not in. Roll. Let's go with Arcana check, because this is magical shit.
Can I assist in sort of screaming from a distance? Maybe something encouraging.
If you'd like to scream out from your hiding place, you're more than welcome to. I mean, you're watching what's going on. I'm not sure you could hear Vandal's thoughts.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Never mind. No, then no.
Better than expected.
Once again, this sword is definitely a bargaining chip. You're definitely feeling that, but whether it's got any sort of whether it's going to magically suck the rest of Locke's soul or put all of that into Locke and then you'd lose it, or it's kind of like, I'm not sure you'd be too comfortable just to like start swinging and with your your pieces of your best friend's soul.
Okay. Vendel turns around to face the others, so that also his back is at the devils, and says, well, what do you folks think? And he's kind of making a face being like, we probably shouldn't accept a deal from a devil.
Vendel is the only one who knew Locke at all.
No.
Is that right?
Reagan.
No.
Reagan knew him. Graven knew him.
My first character knew him.
Yeah, but he dead.
Barely. Yeah, he did, and she did, yes, I know.
He did.
He did. It's... He's... I didn't know him. He's your friend. So... I think it's your call.
And do we
I lean over to Vendel and I whisper, I have no problem doing a deal with the demon.
That's interesting.
I raise my eyebrows.
Make deals with everybody else.
That's interesting.
I guess Reagan would let the newcomers know that
Sorry, devil, not demon.
the
Sorry.
kind of unspoken rule is that no one is left behind. If we can help him, we'll do anything we can to save our friends.
And we're trading. If we do what this thing asks, we're chancing getting your friend's soul. He may not even have it.
Yeah.
And trading it for a lot of other people's souls. Like that doesn't seem like.
I suppose he says that really whispering, but I suppose there's another way. But it might be dangerous.
Is it a fair trade? Is it worth? Is Locke's soul worth?
And would Locke want us to
Yeah.
damn several souls to save this?
Do we get a feeling from looking at this devil of how much of a threat it is? Can we? I mean,
roll a religion check.
Is it a powerful devil?
Oh, that's a point. Hang on a second. Can I observe him, her?
You have been
Carefully.
So yeah, sure.
Could I roll a religion check as well?
Yes, certainly. Which
Nope.
ones do you want to know, Graven?
Probably hit points and total class levels, I guess, would be. I don't know how you translate that really.
anyone else cares to make a
I am
religion check?
I am
So-
recoating my dagger.
Can I just make a suggestion?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever added class levels to anything in this game so far.
Well, I mean, just you don't have to. I am
Because that's a specific thing, right? You build a
I know.
and you add like
Yeah, but
And actually-
the only thing I can find out is whether it's actually higher level than me or not. I don't actually know that. I don't actually find out the specific level. So
But that would just tell you like so this could be a god.
CR.
This could be like an actual god, right? A CR23, but not have any class level, so that wouldn't tell you anything, right?
Well, maybe you could find out the CR.
Well, that's
then.
why that's why I
not-
said you translate it. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll ignore that one then. We'll go for
Armor class.
what was the first one I chose? Hit points.
Hit points.
Hit points and armor class then.
Okay. And roll a religion check as well, Graven.
Kikogi religion.
Because you're studying this person vehemently.
Ugh.
Oh, you gotta shoot. Okay.
We're not. We're very, very atheist bunch.
Graven. So I tell you equal, superior, or inferior, don't I?
Yes.
Oh right. Well, okay. Actually, armor class isn't that helpful for you because you've ridiculously high armor class. Superior hit points and inferior armor class. You can see this person isn't wearing a massive fat stack of armor like Graven now. As you all study this person, this devil, this is definitely a devil. What question did you ask me about religion? It was so long ago I forgot, but I was just going to give you a general overview of what you think, having rolled this religion check.
I think we were asking how powerful a
Oh, that's
devil
right.
looked.
Yeah. So you can see that there is. Yeah. Okay. You can see that now you kind of all pay attention and think back to your studies, especially Graven having like spent a minute like giving her the pointing 2 fingers in his eyes and 2 fingers in her eyes. You can see that this devil is enshrouded in what looks like semi-corporal energy, almost like some sort of soul barrier. Is holding a scythe. I realise I've forgotten to tell you one of the most important parts of this devil. Has a massive hellfire scythe that looks very menacing. and clearly has shown prowess with controlling Locke's soul. And I think you've all got a pretty good impression that this is the rest of Locke's soul over here. The kind of pain that talked about, and the dreams that Vendel's been having, and the kind of the general craziness that's been going on inside of here. This thing obviously has the ability to sort of twist and turn fate to some way, take people on paths with like to find pieces of souls. I think you're pretty confident that this person has got the credentials and has called himself Blackheart, or themselves Blackheart, Auditor of Souls. So
nothing inspires fear like the Auditor.
Auditor.
The Auditor of Souls.
I think knowing all this, Vendor would definitely not want to make a deal with this, and would want to try and save Locke now rather than maybe later. But
I'm just gonna do something in character that might help
You might.
make this decision.
I am willing to wait for your decision. I will play with Locke's soul until you return. Or we could decide now. It's just up to you.
Does anyone here speak Abyssal?
no.
Aziz did.
Other than me?
You wouldn't necessarily know.
No. Nope.
I'm going to say in Abyssal. Does anybody here speak Abyssal?
No.
And see what the reaction
Silence.
is.
No reaction.
Nobody responds, but you do hear in your head a filthy language of demons, and then some stuff in a language you don't understand. But you hear that in your head, in the
Okay.
same voice that's been coming from in front of you.
Alright. Okay.
Don't think you understand it. You don't understand it. That last part.
Okay. So it's none of those. Right, okay.
You would. It
But I
would
did
probably
hear-
be an easy assumption to assume that it was infernal, being that this is a devil.
Okay, but hearing that language in my head indicates that she also understands Abyssal.
Or at least knows that you were speaking Abyssal. You don't necessarily know
Okay.
what you said, but you don't know that.
I'm following your lead.
Okay.
I think
I'm just
we
gonna-
have a choice here. We could take the deal, assuming it's written. Because if it's unwritten, then it doesn't mean a shit. Or we could punch her to oblivion.
I don't think that's a good idea.
It's never a good idea to punch a devil, but hey, where's the fun in that?
Almost worked last time.
Don't
Almost.
remind me.
Yes.
Don't remind me.
I mean, we've got time to decide.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just telling you about a bit of the thinking behind Vendel's head.
Out of game. If you're gonna fight, I would suggest you come back and fight another day.
Yeah. This is my problem because it's late, but at the same time, Vendel would just not want to go away. He was like, he came all this way. He sees his protege there, who he swore to protect, suffering. He would not go away. He would just charge at this point.
Yeah, but it's a demon. I think you'd be charging to your
Devil.
death if you did that.
Oh,
So,
Vandal,
devil.
we don't know what we're dealing with. We need to find out what this thing is, and if there's anything we can prepare
Yeah.
for, take it on. It clearly has. Can I see the barrier around it?
Yeah, you can obviously do that.
So if it has this barrier, it's probably protection magic, and it might be that Fabian or Graven can't hurt it with their weapons. In this state, we need to find out how to deal with that. I know you want to help him, but I don't think we can. in the state we're at and with our preparedness.
Okay. So what Vendel nods quietly. He turns around and just walks slowly towards the devil. Very slowly, but he will not go into the ring. Sorry, I'm trying to make him here. And then he will say, "We will think about it and come back." And then he says, "How can we come back here without going through all these memories? Will we just end up here right away?"
Use the tunnel, and you will find your way here.
Very well. And as he turns around,
sorry, just before you do that,
Yeah.
Locke puts out a hand as if to give you a handshake. Says no words.
Vendel would try and take the hand.
Okay. He gives you a firm handshake. And then just lets go. But you feel something in your hand. But he's obviously trying to be very, very discreet about it.
Okay. And so Vendel says, "Don't worry, I'll be back." And pockets discreetly whatever he was given, or just keep it in his hand. So the thing I wanted to do, just out of curiosity, was to see if the Galaxy Sword just kind of brushes through that ring, that barrier. What happens if, almost by mistake, like when he's turning around, the sword just touches a little bit.
Oh, the barrier is the person.
So
I didn't really make that very clear. Yeah, it's kind of like the devil is just like shrouded in this barrier. It's not coming. It's not coming from the thing on the floor. It's just like an aura around the devil itself.
I see. So it's not a. Okay, then I couldn't do it.
It's more of a sort of magic.
Which you can now see. Now you're much closer.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look forward to your decision.
And Vendel works away.
Don't leave it too long.
Stop. You sound like Graven.
I think that's a good thing. I spend my life trying to sound like Graven.
I will try to do something.
Oh god.
Oh no.
And we all
I am not attacking. I am not attacking. We are not going to initiative. No.
I've heard that one before.
Honestly, no. I would like to ask this devil something.
Sure, ask away. Devil's there.
What that toothpick does of yours? Pointing to her weapon.
My scythe helps me to collect the souls of the wounded and the dying. Come closer and I will show you. But be warned, once collected by my scythe, there is no resurrection. Only control.
So, if someone had this toothpick and go stabby outside, you would get the souls, yes? Or the person holding the toothpick would get the souls?
It has never been a problem before. Do not worry, I keep a good, firm grip on my side.
But just in theory, if
Would
I
you like
would...
me to show you how it works?
No, that won't be necessary.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I am more than happy. I could demonstrate on Locke here, and we could conclude our business quickly.
That's not what you want.
No.
Nah, that won't be necessary.
Very good.
Is Graven saying anything in Abyssal?
Nope.
Okay. Well, off we go.
I whisper to Vendel, I want that toothpick.
Pretty sexy toothpick.
That was abundantly clear.
Okay, so the rest of you kind of you file out.
Yeah, I'm bumping just here. Behind him and say boo.
Yeah.
Boo! Your little giggle makes me.
Ah!
Okay, and then our intrepid
Damn ya!
adventurers take Owen and everybody else and head back to Flamescar.
Just
after
before
another successful day of adventure.
just before stepping on that bridge, Vendel just turns around and take a last look at Locke before heading out. Quietly.